Good evening, good evening, good evening. Blessings to each and everyone. Welcome to the Tiki Bar. Wanna catch me in the middle of work, come there. I get ready for start. Set up my ice cream, you know. That's what I say. Ice cream party today. Well, all right, if you're in the building, check in. I already know I'm mingling time right now, you know. So let me make sure I log in so I can check in with everybody. All right, let me see what I go on in the building here. Get everything prep up, All right, good to go. So, as usual, as what I say all the time, we have to we have to go by the ground rules again. All right. So, right now, when you come into the Tiki Bar, I posted the link. So if you want to come up on the channel and join the discussion, you're 100% welcome to do so. All right. And then what I will do is I will add you to the channel. All right. So if you don't want to come up and join the discussion and you're not afraid to show your face, which I wouldn't understand if you know on YouTube, I wouldn't show on the face. Anyway, because everybody, I think a lot of people that's on here have YouTube channels as well. So anyway, what we are doing, we are getting ready to set up the ice cream. And as you can see, I have on my apron, so I cook some food now this there. But I dare go by fast when you really and truly have things to do. So right now, I'm gonna make some ice cream. Strawberry ice cream. So I use some almond milk. So already I try to eat a little bit healthier. So, well, in this case, drink a little bit healthier. So I don't know what ingredients go in ice cream. I did some research earlier, but apparently this machine is supposed to make ice cream. I have to just push the ice cream button. You know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as an easy button, but apparently it's that easy. All right, so I'm gonna drop my milk in there, Almond milk, that's what I'm say. All right. Make sure it's like a cup. Look at the machine I go now right. Just like lock it. All right, excuse me. Well, right now the machine now work right, so we'll fix that later. But anyway, check in everybody. Yeah, man, Father and Son, blessings. But they are try to come like nothing now work right to me today. You know? Yeah, but they are cooked today. And one of my machine them, one of the gadgets them now work right. I know the other one now work right. But that's what I say. Adapt and overcome. Alright, so if something now work, I'ma have to figure out what the problem is, fix it, and then work on it. So I might have to stick to water today. Because apparently what you call machine now work right now. So I'm gonna clear out all of the ingredients so tight right now. And then we can fix that later. But I'm gonna look forward to some ice cream too. I'm gonna look forward to some ice cream tonight. But that's how it was good. That's what I'm saying. Everything happened for a reason. Right now I'm just gonna deal with shut off the machine, yeah, and deal with that later. So what's going on? Mingling time, I already know when time I'm in the building. It's mingling time. It's early warm. You know, that's what I'm saying. I dance early warm. So right now, I have the opportunity to mingle with one another. If we don't know one another, go over to each other's channel, support each other. You already know it already. So, and as what I said, me dep on the grill, said speak. You know, so me have a lot of things that go on. Multiple things that go on right away. So, I have to go fix this thing. I look forward to the ice cream, you know, man. Boy, me I tell you the whole day, me I think about it. So, that's what I say. I'm gonna just stick to water today. Let me get my water cup. Yeah. So you think I joke me that make? Nah, man, I water. Water me I drink, man. That's what I said. Me have food on the grill. I make a special cooking today. You know? I try something. Because I don't already know anytime in the kitchen, I always try something new, you know. So, I know there's a lot of people have premieres and lives and stuff are going on right now. So, you know, as usual, everybody show up to the, a bar. Everybody usually show up fashionably late, you know. So, I am here. So, once you check in, as I say, like up the live and then water. Water, man. Drink. So, like up the live and then the link is up top when you come in. I will post the link again for anybody that wants to come up on the live. All right. Terry B, what's going on, Terry? 20. All right. Mr. Terry B, are you going to step up to the bar tonight? I'm going to post the link again. Let me see. Just in case someone can check in. And as what I say, I am in the middle of making kebabs. So I might have to step away once the conversation starts. I'm not going to leave on hanging like that, you know? Blessing, Sister Charmaine. Yeah, I have to pin it on the on my phone. Give me 1 second to it. So I can pin this live link. So how's everyone doing this weekend? I know it's been a busy weekend. Well, for some people anyway. 20 look like you have got pin it for me because my phone not act right, you know. I'm trying to pin this thing. Oh, there we go. All right. So the link is pinned. Everybody can see it now. All right, let me know if you can see it. So, hey Patrice, welcome to the live. Welcome to the Tiki Bar. Well, I have a problem on the ice cream machine. Oh, Selenia. Lynn is here. Yeah. So I pinned the yeah, everybody can see it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So whenever I'm ready, just come up on the live. You know, say how early warm, so I'm mingling time right now. You know, this is where everybody get to mingle and talk amongst themselves and check out each other channel and so forth until we have the discussion of the day. So as you guys can see, the discussion of the day is right scrolling across the screen right now. So, and I put it out earlier in the week so we can kind of figure out what the answer is going to be. All right. So, you know, as what I say, it's mingling time right now. So you can go and mingle. If you're new to the channel, you know, like up the live and then That's what I say. You're always welcome to step up to the bar. That's what I call it. So when you click on the link to join the live, step up to the bar. All right. So don't be afraid. All right. Think about your answer and then step up to the bar. Again, all I ask is that everybody is respectful of each other's opinions, right? And at the same time, if somebody is talking, make sure to say, let that person finish what they're saying, right? Be respectful, and then raise your hand. If it upon I going to school already, you want to say something, you just raise your hand, you know. So and then the teacher will acknowledge you, or the bartender, in my case, will acknowledge you, and you give your opinion. No. So as well, always respect each other's opinion. Everybody is not the same. People have different opinions. It's more about understanding what the person is, where they're coming from, and why they think the way they think. All right. So when I go and mingle, I'm gonna leave Mama Lynn for keep on entertained. Cause me there on the fat, me I cook, Me I cook. So then, talk to the lady then. And she already know in time when I come up. If you don't want to come up, Sister Charmaine. Keep her company, man. Let me go check on the food now, man. All right, me soon forward.
Go on. Hope everyone's doing good this Saturday. Hello, father and son. So it's coffee today. Okay. Hello. Have you left on your trip yet?
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Relaxing with the grandbaby.
Oh, yeah, that's wonderful.
There she is making sound.
Hello, how's it going?
Hello.
You good?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm blessings, man. Me all right, huh?
Hello.
You getting all my time now already?
They're fun at that age.
Hey?
Say
That's the fun
hi.
age.
Hey. Where's the big man?
Papa Dennis, what go on?
Hey. Turn on the man.
Who is that?
Hey. You know, get the message.
No, I used to my fans on my phone.
Yes. I know about the call back.
But no, but never know. Look, here what happened. You see
Hold
the
on, hold
way
on.
my
Hold
phone
on,
set up.
hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Okay, I'm talking.
My
That's
talk.
enough.
No, man, I said the way my phone set up,
That's it.
if you're in my contacts, it go automatically to voicemail. So,
Yeah, me
you know,
noticed that.
yeah. So, that is just for like, the spam callers, them and so forth.
Well, you have two caller.
No, it's just iPhone. You can set up your iPhone. If you have an iPhone, you can set it up that way, so that way
Yeah.
anything that's not with it is not on your contact list, it
Yeah,
automatically go to voicemail.
yeah, she have that too.
Yeah.
But
So to me, if it is important, you leave me a message.
I don't know. Let me know that message.
Well, yeah. I think you left a message.
Yeah,
Yeah, you say, oh no, you say if I answer your phone, but we never know the number, so I say, oh,
see, me know that.
you
See,
know?
what me do? Me just come from Kansas.
Yeah,
Right?
me that one there for ice. I try draw me for the port me. You know, so me never. Me
Oh,
wasn't.
see.
Me say, that one that ice has set me up. You know, me I said no, me not answer that. Me not
Oh,
answer that.
see, voilà, right.
But Mama Charmian lick me up still, so me know say I hear a number now. So yeah, man.
See, everything good, man. No,
Yeah,
me
man.
that I called before, but I think, me see, me come on Thursday. Thursday, me
Okay.
have a easy day. I want to know, Wednesday, me have plan to have an easy day, but when I go back, boy, it never, me realize that me have to go back keen. That
Okay.
Tuesday, realize me have to go back keen and me go back keen and, man, me, I mean, I'm gonna for work still, but me that try wrap it up and make Wednesday a
Okay.
easy day. But
Oh,
anyway,
so
man,
boss, so boss lady in our building. Blessings, boss lady. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the
oh,
live.
yeah, man, true. So anyway, I said, me just get a link and I get up early in the morning about 3 o'clock, you know. Because I
Mm-hmm.
only 2 flights that come out of Kansas City, you know, boss. One early in the morning
Uh-huh.
and one late in the evening. I mean, till reach about 12:30 in the evening. I said, no, sir, I take the early one and done. So that was a long day. And then I said, all right, now come home now Thursday. I plan
Mm-hmm.
to about 4 hours to myself. I lie in
Oh,
that tape.
okay.
I lie in that tape before you know
Uh,
it, my boss out to me. I went to that talk and before you know it, we had 2 meetings. Well, 2 o'clock and something. I said, chum, man. I have to put that right. Next week, I left for vacation.
but
Uh,
the
tomorrow.
best at the best time to talk to somebody when you're driving. You know, cause me do it some more time and time. Me have a long drive. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Me just look for somebody when I talk to in a long time. And me just call them. Look,
Oh,
if me get
yeah.
them, might have a good conversation. But yeah, man. Me go save your number and make sure say.
And that's why me call you when you come home. It wouldn't take that long still. But
Mm.
then I may say, well, tomorrow me push out and me come back Thursday. And
Okay.
Thursday me push out go down to Miami and
Okay.
and come back about Saturday. And then
Okay.
step on the road again. No, actually, no, me get a week break. Get a
Oh,
week.
wow.
I tell you, it's a busy one still, but yeah, man, we can
Yeah,
link,
man.
you know.
Sometimes you need a break, man. Sometimes you need a break. You
Ah,
know.
my God.
And you
Man,
have to take it when you have to take it when you can, you know. You can't, you know. That's what you say, you know, promise tomorrow. So every time you get
that
up,
is
you have
it.
to give thanks, you know,
Here's the
and
problem.
make the best
Me,
of each day.
here's something. I'm a serious man with my work, right? I like what I do, and we put in the time, which is I'm supposed to done work at 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
But that no mean that never happened now day yet, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So me end up putting over 10 hours a day for a week for free. And then when we travel it worse, you know what I do? Me go work, me come home, me eat, me live on the computer, I work till me go sleep. You get up and
Mm-hmm.
I'm back again. That don't make no sense, man.
Well, sometimes
And,
you have to do, you know.
but you know, I'm saying me love what me I do. Me not tell you like, and that's
That
the
is
reason
it.
why.
That's all that matters. As long as you love what you do,
That is it. That is it. You
that's
know.
all that matters. You know, me tell people all the while. What I'm saying, if you enjoy what you do, it's not a job.
And that is it, you know. That is it. I mean, this is what I wanted, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying the fact that God blessed me with it, me not complain, you know.
No, man. And
But
if you complain, nobody wouldn't listen anyway,
nobody
right?
not listen at all. You know? Yeah, listen to me.
On the panel live.
You know, when I can't talk my life, man, everything not good. Nobody not come back in yet. When nobody else come in,
No, man, we there are mingle, man. You know, the first half an hour.
same.
Yeah,
Just,
Mr. My brother, yeah. You see Mr. Moria, check in.
I work.
It's
Just,
my brother. Mr. My brother. Him not have no YouTube channel still, but I'm my brother. This me and him grew up together.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
I said,
man.
oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Blessings. Are you.
Yeah, man.
Who's behind there?
Him there Canada.
I was saying, in love it over there.
Mm-hmm.
Who's man?
Well, I wouldn't say in love it over there. Only him can tell you that.
That me is the Toronto rugged in the boss. Cold.
What? Why? Everywhere rugged right now, yeah, man.
I
Well,
talk
for
about
just.
cold. Not
Oh,
talking.
cool. Oh, yeah. Over there so cool differently.
What do you
Yeah,
man?
man.
If you make
Yeah.
a trip over there, you know, matter of fact, one of my brethren, in the one we drive up to Alaska.
Mm,
'Cause he live in Germany. And 'cause he love the solo trip, you know. He's someone who just come and just drive.
mm.
And I said, boy, I said, make a plan it. But we can't find the time.
Well, I mean, I like the cold. I don't. I like. Me can tell you this. I like the change of weather. I like the change in seasons.
See?
But I don't like cold. Me not like to be cold. Me feel like say when you're hot, you can just jump in a pool, jump into some water, drink some ice water, and you can cool off. You know.
When
But
you're
when you're
cold, you have
cold,
to it have a long johns.
when you're cold, man, it take a while for you warm up. And
Lock it and long johns, we say.
yeah, and if you go outside, you automatically cool right as soon as you step outside again.
You have to fight to stay warm.
Yeah. But when
See?
you're warm, that's what I say. And even then, you know what? It no matter people will complain, right? It no matter
And
no
that,
matter what kind of situation people are. So if you're in a cold weather, it's too cold. If you're in a hot weather, it's too hot. You know? And I
see.
just so we have to just give thanks for what we have. You
That
know?
is it, man. That is it. You try
You
to
know,
get
every
all the
Right, you
time
have
because,
life.
you know, you have life,
yeah.
you know, you have blessings. You know, I mean, sometimes you look on why, you know, the work situation go with some people and you have to just stretch a helping hand, you know, because we can't stand for certain things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest,
Let me write.
sometimes we don't even talk about it, we just do what we have to do. Because, you know, you understand, Peter,
Yeah, man.
listen, I think I man personally feel say, if God bless you, you must bless others.
Absolutely.
Right? And
Absolutely.
I mean, when me bless others, be honest with you, me not expect no blessing no time. You
And
know?
that is what a blessing is.
Yeah.
Giving without expecting something in return. You know.
We just want when me a youth, you know, I know there's things that I wanted, and whenever I look to nobody feet, but I wanted it. And
Mm-hmm.
I feel say, right now, other people who I see in need, they
Mm-hmm.
basically say, another man checking the fire, AG Bond,
Oh, AG, blessings, blessings, AG, welcome.
blessing my brother. Yeah, so other people know who, you know, basically in the same place I was. And, you know, and I reach out, I call me. You me just try to do my thing, you know? You
Yeah,
know, because
man.
especially when them have youth,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because
But
eh,
that's the thing is that at the end of the day,
eh,
it's kind of funny you mentioned that because me I watch I hopefully it come up tonight on the live, but me I watch Mannix Robinson today.
see, all
And
right.
in my talk, which is not the topic tonight, because as I say, we're just a mingle right now still. But
So,
in my talk about the fact that there's a lot of Jamaicans who don't appreciate what their friends and families are providing support from overseas,
okay, all
and
right.
they don't understand the fact say it
A
is not
sacrifice,
it's not easy. It's not
a
easy.
sacrifice a man have to make.
Yeah, it's a lot of some people they pay it, but they still support their families abroad or
Yeah,
in Jamaica. And
yeah,
it's
man.
just one of those things where when somebody tell you no and I mean say it don't mean say
They
them
don't
don't
want to do
love
it.
you. Yeah,
Yeah,
or them don't want to do it. It's just that
it's not easy.
guess what? We have a bills to pay too, We
I
have a
want you
bills to pay,
listen to me,
So
man.
and I feel like say and then up here so on like say, let me tell you something. When we live in New York, one thing about New York people,
Yeah.
then we invite you to them house, and then we bring you up and then you can't stay there. But it's when bills to pay.
Hey,
They might give you about a month, They might give you about a month and say, all right, yeah, man, we love you, man. Welcome, man. But you
after
see, if you
that,
don't get a job within a month, they
yeah,
might start ask you a question like, yo,
go on.
so you can't just go in the fridge, so
Yeah, and,
you have to contribute something to it.
but, yeah, and rightfully so. Rightfully
And
so.
yeah,
Because,
yeah, and
come
that's
on.
the thing. That's the thing about what we say. And I like say we love we family our yard and we support them 100%. And by no means is none of we rich, which is what
See?
he was saying, is that people get certain things and them not like you're saying, cause
They not
sometimes
appreciate.
well the thing is that yeah, them not appreciate because
They think
them
you
not
should
have to
have said
work
more.
for it, right? And
They think you should have
them
said
not
more.
realize that how much you put into it to get them to even like build a barrel and
Yes,
send it and all them thing there. It's like it takes a lot of time and effort and work. So I might put something in there where you don't want, but guess what?
yes, sir. All right.
Somebody else share it with
Pass it
somebody.
on
If
to
I know
somebody
somewhere
else.
you want, help somebody else with it.
Pass it
You
on
know?
to somebody else. Right?
Yeah. You
And
know?
and you know agree me still? If you give them something they don't want, instead of pass it on to somebody, they want to turn around and sell it.
It's, you saw me I say.
That me not like. I
That
say,
is it.
you bless him.
Mm-hmm.
Bless somebody else, no?
Bless somebody else.
And if
Exactly.
and if you get something where you're like, share it with somebody else. You
Of
understand?
course.
So
Of course.
when I charge him a fee, you say, well, it was for you. Come on, man. I mean, you understand? I
You have
mean,
to, you
so,
have to spread the love, and that's what I'm saying. And I like say people don't care about their family members in Jamaica, but it's like, and you know why the worst things what me say, one of the worst things what me tell people all the while, say, I'm a very straightforward person,
yeah.
right? And the worst thing you can do to me is feel like say you're gonna scam me. I'm find out say there's a lot of people that do
Oh,
that, family
Jesus.
members that do that at Jamaica, you know,
Listen,
them I ask 3, 4, 5 people for the same thing,
listen to
you
me.
know. And
Listen to
to
me.
me, the worst thing you can do to me is
Scam me.
feel like say you got, cause to me, if you ask me for it, I'm going to give it to you. As long
Yeah.
as you're honest with me about
See,
it. You will always get anything from me as long as you're honest with me. But you see once you decide say you feel like you're smarter than me and that's how you operate, you don't have to worry about it. You can't get nothing else from me.
that's it. Listen to me. Blessing special. She just come in and she put me and then she gone.
No, she
But
there, man. What she say? She say yeah, muggle.
that's cool, man. That's cool. No, depend on the buy. I'm a Sabatina, so that's all the cool. You understand?
Yeah.
Eh?
It's
Eh,
good.
Yeah.
where I say, I'm sorry, maybe not ask because we there cooking house. Where I
Yeah.
say, where you say
No,
now?
me. No, me I tell her, I'm a Sabat. She said, me then the pan the liquor. Me say, no, me I hold my corner. Me
Oh,
might take a drink 1 and 2 times still, but me can't mash it down like she. Yeah.
Who you talk to?
Special.
what?
Oh,
You see,
Why?
a tea may drink tonight.
I
Look,
tea tonight.
sister shot me a water. Me I drink, you know,
You see, listen, the
water.
water look, it ain't water.
I've
Look
been
like it's
hijacked
look like
tonight.
look like spike water.
You know, man. Look, so me supposed to make ice cream tonight and the machine now work. So me not and every day I cook same time.
The way you hold on, so you use make ice cream.
Eh?
So when you make ice cream, somebody else have to go scream it look like
It's a smoothie machine, but it makes it's supposed to make ice cream too.
eh,
So me have my so me have
all
my
that
knock over my glass. But see me have my almond milk and
milk.
everything
See.
ready up. And then the machine now work right. So
How about that? You see them argument now? Tell me and about the man I go on time out. Me don't understand what going on. I mean I
yeah, is
started.
it? What is
Yeah.
it?
You don't know what the car now.
So yeah man, we just there wait for more people to step up
See,
to the
see.
bar before we start talk about this topic of discussion. Me kinda go off subject real quick, but
Yeah.
I know everybody I watch YouTube, you know, whole heap of things are going on, and yeah, I think Special K did talk about it before, that the dark side of YouTube.
Yes, I
And
what she did.
yeah, she did that on one of our lives, and it was just it's interesting to see how I feel like the way I see how YouTube operate. Jamaica dep on a different level with YouTube,
Yeah. But listen,
and
go ahead.
may I say a thing where there's a lot of fighting and argument and all these things where I didn't think YouTube was built for. You know, I
Yeah,
feel like say if you're gonna do that, go up on TikTok, because TikTok you can just
right.
go all out. That's why I like YouTube, because YouTube has a very restrictive platform. You know,
There
and
is there's enough for everybody out there.
yeah, of course. And when
There's
you gone, somebody else are gonna take over what you would do.
simple
You
put.
know,
But
so people are,
them have a term, maybe I'm not sure if that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
no,
I
go
don't
ahead, go ahead.
I don't know if it's appropriate to call, but them call garbandizer. Remember that term there?
What you say, Garban?
Garbandizer, right?
No, explain. I wanted to make it. I might know it as something else, but explain
They,
to me.
they, like gravity source, right?
Oh, grab all this. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
them,
yeah,
them,
yeah.
them greedy, them no, them no shame,
Mm-hmm,
them no honest, right?
mm-hmm.
And me kind of work with that. And me understand say, well, because this popularity is an intent for making some funds out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But when you try to take advantage of others in order to do so, me not have no respect for you.
No, yeah, 100%,
You understand?
100%.
I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
your people who support enjoy, okay? Otherwise, they wouldn't be, there. Because
Mm-hmm.
hey, when we start a special thing, we start, come on, but you're busy most of the time. And how would this? Shall me put off. But yeah. But anyway, because of the it's as a social get together, just like we do here. And we all enjoy ourselves, know what it not fling no stone.
Mm-hmm.
You see our conversation going. And it's meaningful. It's an
Mm-hmm.
opportunity for you to express yourself and talk about different topics that some things people didn't never thought about talking about or
Right,
hesitated to talk about others.
right.
And it grew, and
Mm-hmm.
it was fun. It's still fun. But then when there's others now who see others being successful at it, and
Mm-hmm.
them, and then you know they they take advantage of your the word I talk about. You
Your kindness. Then take your
yeah,
kindness for
yeah,
weakness.
then
Yeah,
take it.
yeah.
I mean, like like that at all. And now, unfortunately, when you run into somebody, what happened? When you run into somebody who is in need, you have to think twice because you
And
don't
that's
know how
sad.
them.
That's
This is
sad that if you try pick and choose who you're gonna help,
uh,
you know,
ex-
and that's only because of one or two people that are dishonest with you, cause no, cause
ah,
cause no, yeah, say boy,
you
I
see
want to
that?
have that person that try to do the same thing to me,
One of them genuine. See that?
And here's the worst part. Here's the worst part, Father Dennis. Worst part is that that same person who is doing that to you is making it worse for themselves. Cause what happened when them really need the help, right? What happened when them really need the help? Because no, there's no trust, and you're gonna say, "Yo, you know, after you
Yeah.
burn me so many times, you can't get nothing else from me. You can't ask me for nothing else, you know."
No, no. And I know you may have experienced the same thing I have experienced. And no, I wouldn't say I've hardened my heart, but boy,
Think twice.
man,
Blessings, sister Fine Art.
yeah,
Bigger up, bigger.
blessings,
Go ahead, Father
blessings.
Dennis.
Yeah. Me not think all 10 times. Me not think no two
Mm-hmm.
times, I think 10 times. Because me are digging out what you say and how you present yourself and
Mm-hmm.
who you associate with and all them kind of thing. Man. You got to
Mm-hmm.
do so because at different times now. I mean I like
Mm-hmm.
that. See? Then you become real, you know.
Yeah, man.
Until then, I'm convinced things won't change. We had a discussion this morning, yeah, all right, Sean, so we wrap it up. But there's a chance. It's a special way of doing it.
Patrice, step up to the bar, man. We have a question for ask everybody tonight, so don't feel afraid to step up to the bar,
Why
you
not,
know.
Jim? Hey, hey, greetings, greetings. Which one, me or that thing there? And Mama Shara too away, until she put me up on time out.
Well, me figure say once you step up to the bar, then you're the on timeout. So you have to go and take your time right now.
Eh, right. But
Manager,
I have to take over the bar.
Boy, trust me. Believe me, if I did have somebody else to run me have Lynn over here still, cause right now, because
Yeah.
me a host she there go and hold on the fort. So
See, see, see.
me can't say she not cook tonight.
Which one I work? Which one I can hold on? Which one I can
Look,
camera?
look.
This?
Man,
How does see that?
put it on TV.
Man,
We're not supposed to see that part, eh? The camera,
She love our Papa Dennis.
I think
eh?
I gotta set this thing up.
So that's a special.
Someone that came out.
What?
It's out there in the refrigerator.
Eh?
No. Me there I try. I figure out this machine, but me not think not gonna work on it tonight. I'm gonna figure it out maybe tomorrow.
And when it
Maybe.
start now, until they
I
start
th-
now,
no, I clean it today, and then you don't know it go. We like take things apart, you know.
man, this, I just mean,
so,
it,
so we take it
it, it,
apart and
eh?
you know
as,
put
as
it back
long as
together the way me think it's supposed to go back together, and it now work that way there. So
one time,
Can't beat them, join them.
hey,
that's right.
so, one time, what possessed me, me want to become a
Hey, Lynn.
electrical engineer.
Hello.
Right?
He just bogart my life.
I
My,
see that.
And
You have to
yeah,
share tonight, I guess.
there you go. We're
that,
sharing. We're sharing.
well, she took the baby from me, so that's why you get to take the baby from me. But
So,
I had this, I don't know what it was when I left school. Engineer was kind of popping in my head beside what I had aspired to do.
Mm,
So me thinks that me want to become an electrical engineer, sir. Right? But
mm,
I took 3 classes, which I realized what an engineer does: design electrical circuits and such the like. And me
mm,
say, me know that. So me look for a mechanical engineer. And me say, that means me have to go design too. Anyway, me should have done that because in addition to what I do now, me know the ramp to tear things apart.
mm.
Cause me always know, yes, fix my car myself. Fix anything we broke. As long as you too.
Look, my
what
older
what
brother,
what what
my
is the
older
question?
brother, me I know if you up on the live, but my older brother, I saw him, me say anything will move, man. Anything where electrical, he take apart. He
See,
take it
tell her
apart.
that.
You give him a screwdriver and he take
See
it
that?
apart.
Me,
My
You buy
guy?
a new tie, yeah. You buy a new tie. And me have my new tie and me get ready to play with it. Me can't find it because my brother don't take it apart and I put it back together. You know?
normally, normally is when the malfunction, me go after them still. Like, refrigerator, stove, car, anything in
Hmm.
the house, me say, listen, the only way me ever call somebody to fix it, then me can't fix it.
What is the topic of tonight?
So actually, I was just about to say that actually leads into the good segue into the what the topic is tonight. So tonight we are talking about you can see it's scrolling across the screen.
Yeah.
Um, so the question is, what would you like to learn and why? All right. So me, I gonna start first. I'm gonna tell you because you know me as a person. Me love, as I said, jack of all trades, master of none. Right. So I love to learn. I love to learn every opportunity me get. Whatever I can learn, I love to learn. So for me, I have done so many things, but there's 2 things I would love to learn. I would love to learn to play a musical instrument, and I would love to learn another language, like fluently, you know, fluently, because we travel a lot.
Right.
And my reason for both is that, you know, I like people. I like to be around people. I like culture. I like other people's cultures. And music and languages are 2 of the things that bring people together the most. You know, believe it or not. Like music can soothe any bad situation or it can start a war. You know,
So,
depending on which side you're looking at. And
mhm.
same thing with languages. Like like I know you guys have traveled to so many different foreign countries, and I was stationed in Germany when I was in the army for 3 years, and I have learned that a lot of people go to foreign countries and they don't try to even learn the language. They just feel like everybody speaks English, and that if you come from an English speaking country, right? And to me, when you look at it, when people come from foreign countries, for example, to the United States, they try to speak English because this is the native language
Language.
here. So to me, when you go to a foreign country, why shouldn't you try to accommodate or be accommodative of their language and their culture and try to learn even 1 or 2 words, just enough to keep you out of trouble or get you in a trouble. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? But So
Absolutely.
those are my two things. Like I would love to learn so many other things, and every opportunity me get, I try to learn as much as I can. You know, every time I meet somebody, I'm learning something new about that person or so forth. But those are the two things. It's I want to learn a musical instrument because I can't sing, I have no singing voice. But I feel like say if I can play a piano or I can go up on a saxophone or something like that, I can, do some things, And same thing with language, just learning another language and being able to be fluent in it. And I mean, I have to be fluent in just one language, but like, multiple languages. So that is my what I would love to learn and why I would like to go.
Special, where there?
Okay, Special K, what would you like to learn?
Yeah, I don't know what should the
Hey guys.
Patrice is here.
Come on up, come on
Huh?
up. No more
Uh,
murmur.
Hold on there. Oh, Dennis looks so sexy. How about going? Mishami, what you wearing?
You see how close me get?
Listen,
that is not the question,
listen.
Patrice. Answer the question. You see the question.
Oh
Answer the
yeah,
question.
sorry. Sidetrack.
What would
Hi, Mama Lynn.
Hello.
Okay. Oh God. Let's see. Mine is a little bit different in my answers, but it's the same question it's asking. For me, I would like to learn how to love. The love I have for my daughter is different from me loving somebody and somebody loving me. You
okay?
understand?
Mm-hmm.
Um, since the rape, and my daughter is a product of that, I shut down. I don't know how to let someone in to me. It's like, in other words, I don't know how to receive love. I don't know how to give it either. If that makes sense.
So you're saying
Yeah.
you would like to learn how to love again?
Right. I never
Okay.
had. I thought I did, but it wasn't because my heart was like
So
a
so
stone.
so what is your
If
what is your
someone tell
perception?
me,
What is your
if somebody
perception of
tell me
love?
that they love me, I said, okay, yeah, I love you, but there's no merit, there's no meaning for
Mm-hmm.
me. It's just word.
So let me
I
ask
would
you this.
love.
Let me ask you this.
Mhm,
If somebody says they love you and you genuinely don't love them, why would you tell them that you love them too?
because
Good
I'm
question.
trying to open up to feel it.
Hey?
Okay.
Hmm.
And the only reason why I asked that, not, I'm not to put you on the spot, but it's like people use the word love very
Loosely.
loosely, right?
E-
Yes. Yeah.
Loosely, correct,
With no meaning behind it. So to me,
correct.
it's like, why would you say you love someone if you don't really love them? It's like you can say, you know, it's like
Lust.
I love you, but in a friendly kind of way. But when you like
Love
deeply,
Love
you.
you as a friend.
right? If you say I deeply love you, that should mean something completely different, right? But I'm gonna give the floor back to you.
Yeah, so that's what I'm kind of struggling with in the sense of next month is my birthday. I'll be up there. Not say my age yet. However, I've yet to feel that. Don't worry, I have a great guy in my life, JJ.
But
I
you don't love him.
do. But I'm trying to like. I'm not holding on what happened. I'm just trying to let my heart accept what is and what could have been, what's going to be. You understand?
Yeah.
No, not quite.
Um, Patrice, for me, the thing about love for me was, like you said, you love someone. I remember before Dennis and I get together, I just said, boy, if I could just find someone to love me even half as much as I would love them, it would be good because I don't like relationships, you know. Um, I grew up watching my grandparents together, so you kind of want to have that love or whatever they had. Um, and I've known Dennis, we know him that forever, but when we got together, it's something about him that you feel it here. You know what I mean? It's just something you can't put words to, you can't put feelings to. It's just something that when you get it, but you have to be willing to open up yourself to receive it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, that does. It does.
Sometimes even myself, because of childhood trauma or whatever, we are so guarded with our heart, and then that one person that could just give you just open that door, we're so guarded with our heart that we don't even try to crack the door to see, you know what I mean? And then with me just saying, let me try and just open my heart and just, hey.
Patrice, I'm gonna try to help you. Uh, I'm a person like digging in. This person, so-called special person, not so-called, he's special. What do you feel for this person? Because you said you like to learn to love. So what do you feel for this person right now? You there?
But butterflies. When I get butterflies,
Mm-hmm.
um, when we when no, every time we talk, it's like smile on my face, but my heart is telling me just relax, open up. But it's hard for me to do that.
So you feel something for
It's,
this, something very strong.
yeah,
Yes,
but
but
yes, I
something,
do.
something is holding you back.
It's holding me, something blocking me.
What is holding you back? You know.
Trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, even and I understand that, but do you see that sincerity in the individual?
Somebody
There's
TV.
now, huh? Do you see that sincerity in the person? The
Simone.
person
It's
does.
a
I'm
feeling.
sure they may have
It's a
conveyed
feeling.
to you that they love you. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What do you see in this person? Do you see that sincerity, whereby you say, "Oh, this person wouldn't hurt you. This person cares about you," because you have to first see all those things first before you can actually, you know,
Yeah,
drop that
I've
drop
seen
the
all
guard.
of that. I've seen it. And I do feel it. But it's
Mm-hmm.
for me, he's how to receive it
Right.
and
But
give it back. Like
one thing I
the way
say to
he's doing it.
you, one thing I could say to you, my sister, is we have to heal ourselves. I don't know if that makes sense.
Well, you see,
Um,
you see what Special K said, right? She said you have to love yourself first before you can love someone else.
I just saw
So,
that
of
too.
course, I do love myself. It's
No, no,
Yeah,
definitely
no.
I do love
I think
myself
she
to the
loves.
Uh,
max.
I think she loves
I
herself.
do love myself first and
But
foremost. I do.
the
hmm
thing is,
But
the problem.
when you go through a trauma like that,
Yes, and that's what I'm seeing.
like literally go to a okay,
so,
my rape wasn't just
so,
another rape. It
so,
was a gun hold to my head.
Oh, okay.
so,
And you're still having
That's what
flashbacks?
my ex-husband does.
Are you
So
having
it's
flashbacks?
not just a thing like that. So it's hard.
I-
Okay, I understand.
It's hard. So this is not about self-love. I do
Yeah.
love myself.
Yeah,
yeah,
I know that. I
yeah.
know that.
No one's saying that.
No, we're not saying that.
Bless up, cameraman.
the
Oh, look like we lost Patrice. Patrice, you still there?
She's coming back. We'll wait for
Okay.
her.
All right. Wi-Fi is kind of crazy.
Yes.
no.
Um. So let's get back to the topic. So Mama Shah, you said you was gonna say what you
For
would
me,
like to learn and why.
I wanted to be. I wanted to learn a new language, and then I also, growing up, I watched my mom. She was a stylist and she was a seamstress. So I knew I wanted to be a fashion designer. I want to dress people. I want to make a change, a difference. So I started sewing as a child. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I still do now periodically. But just never put myself out, take the chance to be turned down or to be, and that's kind of one of my regret not pursuing it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was sewing when you had to pedal the machine.
Oh yeah, yeah. My grandmother had one of those.
So from pedaling to just push a button, and now when my husband and I get together, I start making my own drapes and my own everything in my house because I get pleasure out of that. But I never went the extra mile to explore what I could have done or could have been.
I'm glad you asked this question because I want to know why.
Because he
Where's
didn't
the
buy me.
part? Then you could
He,
have
he
used a
didn't buy.
new pants
He
right
didn't
now,
buy
right?
me that. He didn't buy me that sewing machine to expand.
She never shared that with me that she wanted to. I'm thinking there's another reason. So elaborate on why you didn't attempt to pursue it.
Um.
Because if you recall me telling you, what is it that you wanted to do? I asked you, what is it you wanted to do?
Mhm.
Right? And I said, I'll support it. But you didn't share that with me. I think you wanted to be a nurse, is what you told me. Okay?
Yeah.
And then I decided to send you to nursing school. You tell me you had one kind of problem. Okay.
I
Talk
put.
to
I'm
Papa Dennis.
mute him. Mute him now.
No, you can't mute me now. It's too late to get started. Talk. Talk.
I wanted to pursue. I want to be a nurse and a fashion designer.
And why you didn't share that with me? But why didn't you continue? Because you already started learning. So there's something that was holding you back.
I was holding myself back.
You was afraid
I wasn't
of.
afraid. I was afraid of rejection. I think
Okay,
that was my main thing.
that's fair.
Coming from Jamaica, didn't speak the language. Everyone want me to say something Jamaican, whatever. It just got frustrating for me, and I just let it go.
Didn't speak what language? I'm asking.
I just let it go because
Talk. You let it go because what?
I just let it go because of fear of rejection.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right, Papa Dennis, your time now.
We know it's not
What?
coming up. We
Yeah,
knew
you
that
already
was
know.
coming.
And look, you sit
I
down
said this
beside
a
her,
couple
she have
times.
to answer some question, You're gonna
I
get
said, oh,
interrogated as well. So
oh my
talk to me
gosh.
and
All
tell
right.
me what would you like to learn and why?
What would I like to learn? Like you, I have strong desires for learning other languages. Spanish in particular is what I wanted to learn. I missed
Mm-hmm.
out on my opportunity, the main opportunity, whereby when I was in England,
Mm-hmm.
I had the opportunity to go to Mora in Spain, and I didn't take it. And of course, wanting to learn Spanish I thought it was best to be in that environment. Okay. Uh, I love languages. Everywhere that I go that they speak something different, I want to learn it. Right. Uh, I went to Japan only for a very, very short period of time. That one, I think, is a challenge, a big challenge. So I had no desire because it's just too much. But back to the Spanish thing, when I came to
Mm-hmm.
Florida, I said I was working out of Miami, and there's a lot of Spanish there. And of course, the military also allowed me to take some, what do you call it, enhanced. They
Oh,
would have
yeah, I know the program you're talking about. Yeah.
exactly. And sadly, I got preoccupied. I never took advantage of it. But
Mm-hmm.
I did encourage my son, so he speaks Spanish too, which is I'm really, really happy for that. Right? It's not fear. It's just that I still want to,
Mm-hmm.
with one exception that I find now that I want to, but the desire, or rather I'm not able to commit to it,
Mm-hmm.
commit to the desire. But I want it. I guess I need to build up that desire. The desire needs to be stronger because every time I see Spanish speaking people, I want to know what they're talking about. Now I know a few things,
And you want to know
but
if them a talk about you too.
no, not so much,
They
but
speak English.
no, yeah, it's not so
God
much.
was black.
Not so much a concern whether them talk about me, but I am a the person that I am, I'm a very nosy person,
Mm-hmm.
right? If I come and see you cook, more except the pork business, when I know that, yeah, me I watch you and say, oh, this guy is cooking is interesting. I can cook, not
Mm-hmm.
like you, but I'm interesting. I want to know that. Me see a bill of shed back there. What that? Me night. Okay, that's just me. I'm wanting everything I see anybody doing. I'm a person who wants to get into everything. Right.
Right.
I was in the military. I took several jobs outside of my job. Right. I even worked log net, supply, outbound freights. And I found ways to get into these positions just so I could learn
Mm-hmm.
something. And I'm still in the learning phase. As it is right now, other than the language, I really can't think of another thing. I did mention that I wanted to be a pilot. Sometimes I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, right now, because of the flying that I do, I don't like flying much anymore.
Right.
Especially, it is,
Mm-hmm.
it's, I've flown so much, and I don't know, maybe, when you had that desire, my what do you say, my values have changed. Earlier, this is something that I really looked up to. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I see pilots as just a bus driver in the air.
Well, if they
Eh?
not drive like Jamaican bus driver, me all right. Me not have to worry about
That's it.
flying.
Well,
But
tell you, yeah, you see,
Okay, Mama Lynn, you
yeah, you may just like,
I'll
oh,
get the
okay, come
chorus.
step up to the bar, Lynn. Come on. Come on. What's
step
that?
to the bar.
She a go answer, she don't know so that it a go happen, Come
I
on.
know, right?
Step
She
up
was
to the
coming.
bar and tell the people them what you want to learn.
And
Okay.
Special K, I need you to come up and tell us about the go-go dancing that you wanted to
What
do.
that?
What? You can't believe that still. Well,
Mama Lynn knows that. She
come
know her
on.
turn was coming up,
Come
Come
on,
on. Tell the
Special.
people then. You can stick out the chair.
All right.
Tell the people here you go. That's why I have the chair so you can comfortable and talk to the people.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
hey, hold on. Hold on, Mama.
No, she have some nice bar
Hold
stool
on. Did
to
he
sit
build
at.
a doghouse?
Eh?
No, you have a pond. You got a
Did
pond
he
right
build a
there.
doghouse?
She just throw him in the pond.
No man, dog no need house. Them have one house. Them have a whole house for living in.
No, no, show me a dog at my yard. Me all right. But when I say when she
Oh
done with the
well, my
house.
dog house down in the basement.
I know,
That
right?
is it. That is it. All right, there you go. All right, Mama Shark.
So
Come
tell me,
talking,
talk to me.
Mama Lee.
So, probably the one thing I want to start learning is probably renovations. Um, renovating the house, like floors, um, that type of thing. When you putting it in yourself, it seems a lot more productive, and you get what you want. Um, a lot of people, when you know you have all these people who come give you estimates, and some of them try to rip you off and things of that nature. But if you know what you're talking about, um, or if you're knowledgeable about what's going on, like picking the right flooring, picking the right cabinets, then either you need to one do it yourself, or whether or not someone is actually trying to
Okay.
get something out of you. And also like landscaping. I'm also fascinated about that. Like flowers. I like lot different colored flowers. That's something that you don't see, like especially a lot of women involved in, as far as like in a business type atmosphere. It's mainly men, but it's something that I like. Grouping different flowers, the right outlook that you're trying to get. Um, but
Landscaping.
yeah, landscaping. You know,
Now,
I hmm?
is this something you wanted to learn, or you still have a desire to pursue that just because it's something you wanted to learn?
I think it might be something I probably try to pursue, like different classes. I know, like for example, Lowe's. Home Depot, they give different classes about building different things, whether putting in floors. I know a lot of the stuff, when you buy a house that's older, you find yourself doing a lot of repairs. Um, I think the one of the main things that led me to want to learn more was when he was deployed,
Ah,
and we had to have somebody come in, and the first thing was like the HVAC. I had just bought this house. I mean, when I went, when you're about buying a house, one of the things is a lot different from a house in North Carolina versus a house upstate. Um, so you try to become knowledgeable. So one of
yep.
the main things that I was looking at, you know, what's important to me. One was ensuring I had the square footage I wanted. One was ensuring I was in the same school district um, that we were in previously so that you wouldn't have to change schools. So it's a lot of things you have to think about. So he was deployed when I bought the house. Um, and one of the things I looked at was the square footage. In North Carolina, for example, you're more looking for like bonus rooms type things. In Maryland, you're looking at more like basements, and nobody had a yard in all the houses we was looking at. So one of the things I had to think about, I can't look for a house like I would in North Carolina and try to find it in Maryland. And so once I realized that, I came down on the square footage, and the house we found, literally, it had everything we wanted because it actually had a backyard. It was big enough, and it was in the same school district. So I literally found I did all my research online myself. You have these people who come, your real estate agents and things of that nature, try to get you in a house to fit their needs. So when I, so the loan company I went to,
Go check the food.
they also found me the real estate agent. So when we came, she showed me all these houses I didn't want, which was more expensive than what I wanted, but you didn't have no backyard. Um, One of the houses, it looked like it had a stripper pole in the basement. Um,
Oh,
oh, yeah. Um, One, it literally, when you went in the basement, it had like blue flooring. Um, and it left him, and then, like Children of the Corn, when you go
oh,
out, scarecrows in the,
Hmm.
big house, but the outside, the backyard, no, that was a turn off. So we came here looking at the house that I physically wanted, and the lady was like, make sure you don't show no eye contact or anything like that. So I was like, okay, whatever. So it was me and the kids and the agent. So the kids already knew what the house looked like. And it was a lot of people here looking. The house had only been on the market for 3 days at that time. So we coming in, she's doing, oh wow, making all these expressions and stuff. So later on when we was talking about it, um, I really didn't think I was gonna get the house. Um, I went all in
Yo,
on the
again.
house, and somebody outbidded me. And
oh,
but it was cause I was like, I want to move in immediately. That's what got me the house.
Ah.
So 2 weeks after getting in the house, the HVAC went out.
oh,
You know, but luckily it was during the summertime, so the heat thing, wasn't a big thing. But
right,
like I said,
right.
I took the house as is because everything that we was getting for the house, um, everything, all the special amenities they had, it was a steal, you
Oh,
know.
wow.
Um, So installing an HVAC was minor to me compared to everything that I would have had been lost on getting if I selected another house. So after that, shortly they came in, they installed the new HVAC, and whoever the people were, I think some of them was new, and they, you know how they tripped the wire, shut off the power to the hot water heater. So that's what happened. So right after that, you know, I had to call somebody. I didn't know how to reset the water heater or anything like that.
Wow.
And it was one of those older ones. So they came out, they reset, pushed a button, one here 5 minutes, and it cost me almost $300. What?
Just the press
Oh
of
yeah,
button.
Look.
oh yeah, to push a button.
Wow.
so so then, um, so they had like this chart, you know, like all these different prices on what it would cost to get like different repairs. So one of them, if for example, if you needed them to come and unclog your toilet for you, that was $150.
Oh.
If we're
But
Yeah.
look, she call me overseas, but then in Iraq and she call me and ask me for the work when me can't help her with.
That's winning. Honey, there's a button. I don't understand.
So since then, you know, it's been mainly trying to figure out like when we need a repair, figuring out how to do it ourselves versus spending these enormous costs on paying somebody to get it done. Because when you find out the service fee is just as much as the repair itself, if not more, yeah.
Oh,
I got you.
okay, I'll tell you this. The reason why I like to learn, and because of what she was saying too, is that whenever I whenever I bring, like if I ask somebody to come over and do some work for me stand up behind them and watch them,
Yes.
right? Me stand up
Because,
behind them and watch them because even if it's just an estimate, right?
yeah.
That's one of the things. That's what you say. You can learn. There's so much information out there right now for you to learn. Anything that if you seriously want to learn how to do something
And you ask question too.
and you ask questions. So like the one thing that probably the only thing I'm gonna really mess with is electricity. Cause I know something can kill you if you don't know what you do.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
mean, I might do the smaller stuff,
Yeah.
but aside from that, I don't mess with electricity like that. But don't feel like say when you come over and work on whatever you work on, me now watch you and try to learn. You
Of
Right.
know,
course.
so that's something that I always I try to do. Me always I try to learn because at some point that person might not even be available to come out, and you need help right then and there. You know, like Papa
Yeah.
Dennis, when you said me learn how, know how to cook. Me not consider myself a chef. Like people always say, "Yo, it's a chef." This I me not consider myself. I don't even think me scratch the surface of what me can do as far as cooking. You know, because as a
Cooking.
matter of fact, I was actually going to sign up for a culinary course. Um, like a professional. I was talking to what was his name? Chef Life, Team Chef Life.
Yeah.
He was on one of his lives. You know, and I reached out to him and I was like, man, I want to learn how to do some of the things where you do. And he must say, he wasn't like him say you can learn all these things on your own.
Of
But it's
course.
just something about being in a formal, I guess it's not even so much about the certificates, it's about just learning a new skill, you know?
Mhm.
Because even though me know if I cook, me know me want to cook, and me know if it, but it's like there's some formal education out there where you can take it to the next level, you know? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
If I may say, if you didn't intend to pursue it on a professional basis, hey, it's trial and error. You know one thing.
Mm-hmm.
You cook it one time and it don't taste good, you know what not to do the next time.
Right.
You
Nice.
got that right.
But
Right.
yeah, you know cook only, you cook a little at a time.
Winston
And
don't cook liquor.
but no, I'm saying you're trying to
Yeah, me
learn
not
it.
cook.
Not
Me not cook.
some
Me not cook little.
Eh?
Not even the sample plate, no liquor.
No, but
Look, I saw Lynn like the song. She like the sample plate. Then big, you know. She like the big sample
hey,
plate.
Really?
let me see your
Blame
sample.
it on me, right?
Sample plate is
Hey,
a buffet.
me see the sample. Me see the sample plate you gave the last time, you know. And let me see your plate. So,
Shit.
so we understand, you know. Yeah.
Yeah,
True,
man.
true.
Me, I tell you,
Yeah.
man. But it's just
Come on,
something about
special
learning
case
a new skill.
turn.
Yes, yeah, twin. What you doing in the darkness tonight?
Come on, the bush special case, your turn.
Mm-mm. You know what
So
them say? I don't like to hear there Jamaica them when them do the news report and say the criminals escaped in the nearby bushes. You know,
I
cause
know, right?
them
Not the bush special case. Let
them,
us
them,
know what you want to pursue.
no,
them
I
forget
had
the art
no
of
clue that
Kingston.
special cake wanted to climb some poles here. So we're gonna find out. Come on up.
Yeah, what she want to be a meet up electrician?
Wait, what's that?
Come on, special
You
case,
know what
pop
she
up.
there.
Come out the
She there in there
bushes.
somewhere. I don't know what she hide out tonight.
But the surface guy, we want to know.
I mean, know more people in the live
Yeah.
want step up
Come
to
on,
the bar.
guys.
And I don't know what go on the bar tonight.
So
Cause I
Because
know a
I
lot of
am
people.
social, nobody don't want to talk tonight.
Oh, that's why. So to be saying no liquor not serve tonight. Nobody don't want to step up to the bar.
Bar,
Eh?
they close out the bar before it even start.
But you know what got me, the bar gonna get late and all of a sudden everybody know.
Everybody else jump
Cause you
in
know them then they want my pre-game, they might drink what they might drink at the yard and then they show up at the
and
party
show
later.
up, right.
Mm-hmm. Yard time. That's what they call it. Yard
Oh,
time.
I forgot. They go fashionable late.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. I am always on time, right? Like it's a pet peeve of mine. I don't
Absolutely.
For me, I would rather people wait. I would rather wait on people than people wait on me. Like and me have my brethren. I remember my grandma brethren party then I laugh, but my grandma my brethren say, yo, party, my daughter birthday, all right, 7 o'clock. So we show up, of course, 6:50, 6:50, because them said 10 minutes prior, the military state. If
Right.
you're not 10 minutes early, you're late.
If you're on time, you're already late.
You're already late. If you're on time, you're already late. So we go say and show up at the party and thing, and I be the first one show up. I say, all right, I saw it figure, But that's it's just me. No, this is just a mentality of me. I don't like to be late, and I
Yeah.
don't like people waiting on me. Especially, I feel like time is precious for anybody. Whether it's business or whatever it is, time is precious for everybody. So
Yeah.
it's about respect as well. I respect
Yeah.
your time as much as I expect you to respect my time. You
Right.
know. So if you say 7 o'clock, believe me, I'm gonna reach there before 7 o'clock. You know. And then as much as me keep party, most of my party them, I think the majority of the people show up probably if me say 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock before the first people.
No, it depends on what type of party you're having.
Uh,
Oh yeah, well yeah. If we do at the Halloween party, then people usually show up on time because them have other things we gonna do. But
And they
right.
want to
Right.
show up before the decorations come out to scare people.
yeah,
Wow.
and trick or treat. So yeah, so I guess it depends on the type of party we are going. But I value people's time. And I
Likewise.
I I would
Um.
hope that people value my time as much as I
Mhm.
value their time.
I don't believe in the Jamaica time, the colored people time, or whatever time they call it. I just can't do it. My first time I remember showing up for an appointment when we just got married. He was in station at Eglin Air Force Base. And I got there and the man said, Mrs. Grant, you have to reschedule your appointment. And I'm like, what? I'm on the dot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the dot. And the guy said, no, ma'am.
Blessings, genius.
You're late. And by the time he got home from work, he knew I was late for an appointment. So that was it for me. And he said, honey, listen, if you're on time, you're late.
You're already late.
You
Yep.
have to be there minimum 15 minutes before your appointment. And I've never
Yep.
forgotten. And I live by that rule. Even with my business, clients will show up and what? I'm giving you 20 minutes. If you're a new client, I'm giving you 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to show up because I'm a stylist and I'm not a doctor. You can't just show up when you want to show up. I have
Right.
my
Right.
day schedule. So respect my time and I respect yours.
One of
Mm-hmm.
my issue
Yeah.
is with the VA.
Mm.
This,
Special
of
waiting
course,
on you.
we don't have. You have to wait so long to get certain appointments, right?
Oh yeah.
'Cause, I mean, we know the deal what's going on, Manning and such like. But anyway, I got a 10 o'clock appointment. I'm there no later than 10 minutes before my appointment. But I realized checking and so forth. Half an hour later, after 10 o'clock, I'm still waiting to be for my appointment.
Mm-hmm.
Issue with that. But unfortunately, you go to civilian doctors, they want you to check in on time. And it's the problem. And I'm trying to tell them, listen, man, I'm paying for the service that you're providing.
Right.
Who's paying me for my time being here? Okay.
But that's the thing. They don't value your time as much as you value your time.
That's my point. I said I have a 10 o'clock appointment. If you don't see me till 10:30, that means you need to pay me for my half an hour.
Oh, and if you don't show up on time, them cancel your
They want to
appointment
reschedule.
And charge you.
They will
and
charge you for,
charge you and charge your fee. Yeah.
yes, $60 for reschedule fee. No, I think it's yes. Are late because they say, hey, listen, because you're late, it what do you call it? The domino effect for all the other appointments. Because basically there was some. I said, then what? Then I argue with them, you know. I said, listen, if you couldn't see me at this particular time, why did you schedule me for this time here?
Right.
Okay, so why am I being seen now at 10:30 versus 10 o'clock? You know, if I showed up at 10:30, what you not tell me, sir? Well, one
Oh
of them,
no, them wouldn't see you. They would not send you home.
you
Send
know
you
what?
home. Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
and charge your fee.
charge me. You know what one of them tell me, sir? Whole argument with me, come tell me about say, if I'm say something like, you may not like it, eh? Me say, don't worry yourself.
Not coming back.
I won't be coming back.
Right.
We don't go back and see him. Yeah, me say, see all the patients that you want, but you won't be seeing this one. Him not no manners. And like me say, lucky me never walk out too. You know? Come in and play that, man. I'm the biggest critic on me. So I mean, come fight. She's supposed to pick me up and me understand why me sit down there, come on and wait. Man. Yeah. When me come in, there's a couple of times there, and then they apologize. Me not like that. Me very, very, because I'm on time. You know, I mean ahead of time.
Well, you know what? The one thing I have is a lot of patience, but I
Patient don't grow in his
oh,
garden.
look, I tell you what,
Only
we can't tell you
roses.
this.
Tell me some of
We
your
can't,
patience.
we can't tell you this. I can't tell you this, right? I still have a lot of patience. I tell you the difference between me and Lynn. Me have a whole heap of patience, right? But
Really? That's what we're gonna do?
See, I didn't put that.
no,
You see how
because
they- Thank
she
you.
quiet, you know. She quiet, you know, but she like when you unleash her, you don't know none of that. I can't tell you that right now.
Mm-mm.
I will
But
tell you,
the thing that I can say is ever since I got to age 50, me not have no patience for nonsense no more. Like I used to be nice about it. Like these days, me not have no patience for because me say,
Dumb stuff.
yeah, after you reach, I me see why, you know, my grandparents and certain people at a certain age, when them get to, as they get higher in age, you not care what them have to say, them just say what them need to say. You know?
That's it. That's it.
And that's where I am right now. Me just say what me need to say. I'm still, what should I say? Respectful. I'm
Yeah.
still respectful of people, and you know, because but at the same time, a lot of times when you tell people what you need to tell them, they know within themselves say the truth you talk, you know.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But they will take advantage of the fact that you're a nice person and they expect you to. Because some people people always want to be, what's the word I look for? Like people take advantage of your niceness, as we talked about earlier. People will
I never
always,
so weak.
yeah, people will always take advantage of your niceness. But at the same time, when you're honest with them, then they
Hey,
don't. People don't like
Chris.
that. A lot of people don't like that. A lot of people don't like when you. And sometimes you have to be honest. You have to be honest with people and just, as what you say, call them out of their name and be straight up with them. You know, and say, look, you're not act right because if you are someone that every time you do something wrong, somebody give you a pass, you will never learn. And you will continuously do the exact same thing every single time. And the one time somebody call you out of your name and say, look, you're not act right, you're surprised. Even though you know say you never act right the whole time, you know?
Mm. Right.
And that is
Same,
it.
same.
You know, so sometimes you have to call people out and tell them, say, yo, you're not act right, you know. And because when you do it, they don't expect it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, them not expect it. So it's like, oh yeah, go on, so yeah, treat me. Say no. You know exactly within yourself, so you're not act right. So why should I have to tell you so you're not act right? You're a big man and you're a big man and you come on street and say, yo, me a big man and me a big woman and we can't tell me say this, that and whatever. But anytime I tell you so you're not act right, right? You
Right.
can't take constructive criticism, you know?
Listen to me. Me, I'll be honest with you. I think when God was giving away patience, I was not on time.
They say they're at the back
I,
of the line.
no, and my name call that back, you know. We reach late. Okay?
Reach late. So they done get out
So,
already.
so, so when me, apparently, me don't know what my number was. I supposed to get all the best blessing I could have get. But
Mm-hmm.
apparently, when me show up and him look at me and he shake his head and he said, boy,
They're
I don't know
gone.
where you was, but the whole habit. All me have here is a little scratches. And him say, boy, walk with grace.
Yeah, man.
So,
Just like I sprinkle some of the scraps by you,
yeah,
and
that's
that's
what
how
me had
you.
left.
That's how you.
I crap it to my left. Right? So me just have to, you just have to take it and just, yeah, man, blessings, Donovan.
Blessings,
Yeah,
Donovan. Blessings. Come up to the bar,
yeah,
you know. We there wait for somebody else to answer the question tonight. You know. Me don't know what going on with twins. You know, want to come up and answer the question. So anybody else want to step up to the bar, you know, we are wait for
yeah, man.
somebody else to come answer the question.
Yeah, so for that reason now, boy, my fuse, we say, listen, it don't take much to light my fuse.
Mm-hmm.
Me talk about when you, I hate most of it when someone approaches me with negativity, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Or somebody tries to take advantage of me,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or because I think I should have, now that you asked, I know I lost my turn already. I often thought about whether I should have been an analyst.
Mm-hmm.
I have no desire to, but I think I am qualified because I analyze almost everything,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I try to see the positive and the negative so I can be more. What do you mean you totally agree about special?
She not say nothing. We not, you know, I'm not gonna
You-
post no more our
No,
comments them because she not say
no, she
nothing. She
said,
don't want to
she
step up
says,
on it
she says she
to
agrees.
the
So me
bar.
want, she have got to talk, you know. She
I
know
told
that
me not serve no liquor. I told me not serve no liquor. She don't want to come to the bar tonight because apparently me I know if she don't like ice cream. And you know the
not,
ice cream machine now work.
and that, yes, no, I actually want to scream. That's what it is. No, that must be okay. We can work on that too. But like I was saying, what is all right. Yeah, I tend to analyze stuff because I really want to. I want to do the right thing, to be honest.
Mhm.
And I don't want to be taken advantage of. But What? What's the screaming thing we talk about? You don't know what? What? She need to come in. Tell us when you're ready to come in. But yes, I should have been. I wondered if I pursued that arena, it would have been something I would have liked.
Mm-hmm.
Is it you'd like to scream? Oh, okay. Go ahead and
Oh,
scream.
it's like ice cream.
Hey, hey, listen. If you don't want to scream, just go ahead and scream. I mean, hell, it's okay if somebody else hears you screaming. It's just not appropriate to put your hand over the mouth when you want. Mama, okay.
When it's the ice cream, you scream, we all scream, right? That's how the
That.
phrase go.
Just,
Can we bring
just
you something
scream
else?
here, sir.
No,
Right? You like it?
morning.
Yep.
You already took the other.
Turn the grill off. Yeah, but they are, as I said, we they are cook still, but
Are you still a
I'm,
cook?
no, we are almost done. I think all we have to do is just shut off the grill. We're not
So
gonna,
who gonna eat all the food that we are cook?
I don't want to eat food we are cooked today.
Oh, then me just yesterday is the one that just can't cook tomorrow.
Now, remember, saying we alone. I know me and I alone. I eat all of the food, even though you just sample the food all the while. I know me and I
Yeah.
alone. We have the kids in the house too. And them
Okay.
are, well, I call them the kids, but them are adults.
Yeah,
So,
but me see your sample, And if I your sample stay so, let me know say yes, I spread out you go on with when you cook.
well, my motto, food for them. So, you know,
Actually, yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
man,
you
food for
make
them.
it.
No matter what
Yeah.
you eat, me not said nothing where anybody eat. Let me tell you something about me.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
try everything, well, almost
Yeah.
everything, not everything, but like, me try different diets before. Me try vegan, me try pescatarian, me try um what them call it, what the CrossFit people and eat the meatitarian diet or whatever you want to call it, you know.
Never hear that one before. What kind of theory is
What
that?
them used to call it? Oh no, me say meatitarian, but that's something else. Them have another name for it. It's
Yeah.
I can't remember the name for it. But anyway, because one of the things about me is that
Yeah.
I don't just take people's word for things all the time. Like
Mm-hmm.
I try to learn. As what I said, this topic is about learning, and that's one of the things. Like if you tell me something, unless it's something dangerous, I go want to learn for myself. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So, like my last deployment, I did vegetarian for 6 straight months
Okay.
because I wanted to learn what a vegetarian is about understanding. So I want to understand why vegetarians like vegetables. That's all them eat is vegetables. So, and of course, overseas when you deploy, the best place for be a vegetarian because everything is paid for by the military. So
Right.
I did vegetarian for 6 straight months, no
Wow.
meat, and I can tell you this: what I learned that your body reset. Like if you really and truly want to reset your body, just 6 months of being a vegetarian, you can reset your system. Like my taste buds was different, everything else was different. The other thing I learned was that it's very hard to sustain a vegetarian diet as well, you know, because vegetables is expensive, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't care which part of the world you're in, vegetable is expensive. And then there are certain things that you don't get from well, you have to eat more vegetables in abundance to get
Uh-huh.
certain nutrients. And I mean, I talk about from my perspective because me in the military, we go at gym, we have to stay fit and all these different things.
Uh-huh.
So, and there are fitness people that are vegetarians as well.
Right.
So, but that's what I learned from trying different diets just to understand why people think the way they think, and at the end of the day, I tell people this. A lot of times, some people don't eat pork, some people don't do this, not do that.
Yeah.
I have no problem with how people live their life, as long as you don't try to pass stuff onto someone else and put your beliefs onto someone else, right? That is my main thing. Is like I don't, because if I'm a vegetarian, I mean, not everybody, because we're all different. I mean, I expect say me like my pork, me like my meats, me like, but also me like my vegetables, me like a healthy lifestyle, me like all these different things. But you find say a lot of times when you meet people, they try to fit you into the category that they live in, you know, and that is something that to me, in some sense, is not is judgmental because we're all different, you know. You have some people who drink, you have some people who smoke,
Yeah.
but it's like everybody has their vice, and you have to me, don't try to convert somebody to what you believe in. Respect them for what they believe in, right? That's the end of the day. Is about understanding why people do certain things, why they think the way they think, because that's their life. We all get
Yeah.
one rotation, right? And we have to live a life the way we feel most comfortable living our life. You know, you look at people that were drug addicts, and you say, "Oh, this a person that could have take drugs," but that's their life. That's and so we're not trying to help them, but you can't help somebody that doesn't want help, right?
It's funny you mentioned that, you know. You, you're saying a person who's on drug, you know, yeah, that's their life, and you can't help them if them don't want to be helped. I just see
Mm-hmm.
where the person that eat the bad meat, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's, you know, you don't pass no judgment, but you let them know that by
There's some other options, right?
no, well, you try to educate them about what it is that they're eating, what it is doing to their system.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The example I always use, which I don't know if it's anybody or most people get it, is if you have your property there now, and you have a couple trees or a so-called fruit tree
Mm-hmm.
that you have there that hadn't been producing like it was expected to do, and you say, you know something, you know how long me have this tree here? It now give me nothing, me I go chop it down.
Mm-hmm.
And you start putting a machete to it or saw. That's what we
Mm-hmm.
got. The minute you start put a saw to it, Mama Lynn come and say, hey, where are this done? Uh, she say, hey, now cut it down, man. Me have this tree here too long and it now give me nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Lo and behold, she say, hey, give it another year now and see
Mm-hmm.
if it's next year. And then. So you didn't get to the point of, you know, hacking it down, but you have started.
Mm-hmm.
And you listen to her, you respect her enough. You say, all right. But you still a look on the chap where you put on the thing. Right?
Destin's job, yo. Yeah.
Right. That job, that damage that you did to that tree, even though the tree will recover, you cannot undo that damage.
The damage. Right. 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 That's true.
So so saying now that the things that you choose to put into your body, remember it was your body,
Mm-hmm.
not okay. But if you don't educate them, let them know that this is the damage that you're doing to it.
Mm-hmm.
And at a later date, unfortunately, you've been doing it for years and there was no repercussion.
Mm-hmm.
But and they say, hey, whatever you eat tastes good and whatnot. But there's hell to pay at some point or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, the person who's using drugs are taking is abusing it and
Mm-hmm.
damage is being done until they discover that the damage already done, they cannot it's not recoverable damage. And it's
Right.
the same thing about the things that you're eating that is not healthy for you.
No,
Mm-hmm.
But it tastes good. Okay. So when I try to change you, because I said, listen, did you know?
down.
And if you continue to eat it, eh, that is your thing. You understand me?
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
that's what me say. That's what me say. Why I say education is relative as well, because at the same time, we're all different, right?
Mm-hmm.
Genetically, we're all different. Even twins,
Yeah.
genetically, we're all different. So,
Right.
going back to smoking, there are people that smoke for their entire life and never had cancer, right?
Right.
There are people that never smoke ever and have cancer, you know?
It's,
So, you know, so what how I look at it is this. you get one rotation, right?
One
I
chance?
think I think we are naturally. I think human beings we don't need to go to church or anything else for know what is right from wrong. I think our bodies are we're naturally God build with to know what is good for we and what is not good for we.
Yeah.
The only difference between we and other animals is that we have this the second function of our brain where we can choose,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
We don't just go off a natural instinct. We choose. We have the freedom of choice, where we choose to do something or not choose to do something, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that is the to me that is the difference that separates us between us and animals. Animals, I think, work off even in some senses we are work off our instinct anyway.
I
But
know.
we have that function to think about because I believe in the sixth sense. I believe that there is that sixth sense where you know when you are doing something wrong, right? Like
Yeah.
you if I don't care what it is, if you are doing something and you say this no feel right,
Yeah.
your body naturally reacts to it, and some of it is cultural, some of it you grew up learning.
Right.
It's a learned behavior in some aspects,
Right.
you know. But it's like
Right.
what you say. You can't lead a horse to water, you can't make him drink, you know.
No.
So
But you
I
can,
can give you the information and
and
you
then it's
choose
up
to
to him
do
to
what you
decide
want
what.
to do with it. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Funny you mentioned something about animals based on this conversation we're having. Is it you really think animals use only instinct rather than choose? They,
I,
you know,
I
they
think
have
I
the mind.
think I think we underestimate animals. I think animals are probably just as smart as we are. I
You
think I
better
think
believe it.
I think the only difference is because we have opposing thumbs and we can
Yes,
we can do
exactly.
certain things, and you know we don't understand their language,
I,
so this is
that's
like a
it.
language barrier, right? But if animals, I feel like animals are a lot smarter than we are because them know if we stay out of trouble.
Yes, because
And the difference is we see it and we walk right into it.
there's some animals. Yeah, like some animals, for example. I don't know. I don't want to get religious, but I'm saying like for your own protection, that they, how you put it? Again, I don't want
Get
to
out of
go
my
religious.
grass.
They were
I'm in the,
given the foreknowledge or the ability to see danger. Because
Mm.
animals, they can see danger real.
So do we.
Yeah, yeah. Well, no,
We
no.
just choose to walk into it.
Yeah, hold on. I mean, could you bring me the charger, please? You this thing up on low. No, I'm saying that she locked the door and locked. No, hold tight. Let me go get the charger.
All
Okay.
right.
Uh,
All right, Simone, step up to the bar. Somebody step up to the bar. Papa didn't say, man, have some things to the cup. I don't know what I'm going tonight. Eh?
You shouldn't have had a dry bar.
That me I say. Me say ice cream, man. Nobody don't want to come on the bar.
Nobody want ice cream. They want their Hennessy and Coke,
Mm-mm. No, sir. Me have to reel it back in because
their
I
gin,
no go on too bad. I no go on too bad, so me have to reel it back
their
in.
Heineken.
If you can behave on yourself for ice cream night, then maybe we can get something. We can open up the bar again.
they
Right now,
want to know what kind of ice cream night though? Have no ice cream.
rum and raisin. That's some rum
Yeah,
and raisin me that plan for me. Me have the raisin them ready already too, but the machine not act right. So me have to go do some
short
taking
foot.
apart, you know? I have to do some taking apart and some rebuilding. I mean, I understand why. I see why now. The screw come out. Oh, okay. I see why I go on. Then you might have to get my screwdriver.
Well, you ain't got no.
I want some ice cream.
I was gonna give you ice cream. You want it?
You have ice cream in the fridge?
Yeah, I told you that.
Okay. All right. Then I'm gonna get me some ice cream. Since the machine now works, I
You want
get ice
strawberry,
strawberry.
vanilla,
No,
butter
no, you know,
pecan?
I'm gonna get till later. I like butter pecan still.
There's some in there.
I'm gonna wait till later after we eat. Go on, go on, go on. Get off my grass. Go on. Get arrange that. Let's see him. Let's see if I can see him. Wait a minute.
Be gone.
I'm gone. See there? What's up? Then
Come back there.
me two guard dog them.
Guard dog.
No, me guard dog them. Me two guard dog them.
I say me a dog and me yard. Me
Well,
love animals, you know, but
eh?
me love animals gone to bed.
Me love the one them when I go try to eat me still.
Actually, connect your device. Why is this not? It's 14 now. Right now, giving the juice. You don't know why. Okay.
Come on, everybody shy tonight because we are serve ice cream and not liquor. So
Me don't know what's going on, so. Uh,
I mean, it depends. Simone live today, so I know Simone had a great live. You had cameraman on your live, you know. So,
Did you have to post the link again?
oh yeah, maybe me need to post. That's why. Oh, maybe I that you know. See, maybe me need to post the link again. Me know me pin it to the live, and everybody I talk about them. End up on the road and all kind of sitting and sinting. Everybody shy tonight. Oh, the link they up there. Okay. I just want to make sure still, cause
come
I
on.
wonder if I wonder. I guess nobody no want to really answer the question. Then nobody no want to learn nothing. On the good, eh? When I learn everything, I want to learn already. Coming to hear nobody.
I'm
I hear
phone.
nobody. I come up and tell me what they want to learn. And we don't want to hear that in the comment section. We want to step up to the bar and tell me what would you like to learn. You know. Because we're not there all night, you know. We'll probably do this about 15 more minutes because we have to eat. We there cook. Well, we're almost done cook, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're almost done cook. And then we are going to eat. We are do 2 hours tonight, so we have 15 more minutes before they come up. If we can come up and give you a chat and make we know. We all know that love for learn.
Wait, what's
You know?
special there?
Me don't know. She left on the road, sir. I don't know what she are going with tonight. She
Oh,
said, she
remember
said she,
them? Remember she mentioned about the ice cream, you know, so.
me
Maybe
I
so.
tell you, me should mention ice cream because then if I suddenly mention ice cream, nobody know want to show up at the bar.
Everybody
Like there's no such thing as an ice cream bar, you know.
maybe maybe them have plans for have plans for sweep.
Yeah, I mean, oh, Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday. But as what me say, 6 o'clock every week at the same time the bar what me, you
Nobody
know.
not in.
Eh, I who alone. Are you alone and Sister Charmaine and me know Simone up on the road still. Yeah, Simone
Oh,
up on
okay.
the road.
They
But
must not.
I mean, I know what 20 them. I don't know what she up on tonight. But that's how it goes
Simone.
still. Yeah, me up
So,
on Simone live. Simone did have a great interview today. I like that. That was
okay.
nice, Simone. Yeah. I like the interactiveness. I like this platform, because what I say, doing lives before where you just reading people's um comments and then it's not as interactive as this is. So I like, and I get why a lot of people don't do this because you never, you have the trolls them out there and people want come for your channel and act crazy, but that's the reason why you have a community, right? You have a community of people that support you and make sure say when you're live, you know, then those people will get rid of those people for you or manage your channel. And that's what it's all about. It's just building a community.
Okay.
That's what not overnight, and that's the thing is with this YouTube thing is that people need to understand, say it's like any other, it's like building a business. And if you have
Yeah.
if you understand business, yeah, you might sometimes you might come up overnight, but even the maintenance, you still have to maintain the business, right? So if you were a person that started YouTube and you go viral, guess what? Every time you go decide to go viral again, you're gonna probably have to do something that you did the first time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And to
Right.
me, that's harder to maintain than just building things over time. Because I feel like you start out with a good foundation, just like any other building. You start with a good foundation, you build it up slowly. Over
It's interesting.
time, you adapt it to the environment where you live in, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And the building gets stronger and stronger. And as the building gets stronger and stronger, once you start with a good foundation, the building gets stronger, it will last a lifetime, you know?
It, yeah, it's interesting you mentioned, uh, you know, building a business. I've, I've always had that build mindset to
Mm-hmm.
to get started and I mean I'm business minded,
Mm-hmm.
but I have this fear. What happened? I have this fear that you know what I know about business is most business requires startup capital.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and with that said, you also this is not necessarily true. You need money to start up a business. In other words, if you don't have it, it takes money to make money, as you've heard that before.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The thing is,
And then come back.
when the question that goes to my mind is, when you start any particular type of business, eh?
No, go on, go on. We are listening. We
Now
are
she
plot
want
out.
to
We are plot out the sample plate.
I see it. Yeah, when you start a business, you have something in mind about what direction you want to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
And even though you have that mindset, when you start, you'll find that not everyone is interested in the original mindset that you had.
Yep.
So as such, you can either stick with your mindset and hope over a longer period of time the amount of people that you're expecting comes on board.
Mm-hmm. But that's your
If
responsibility to bring them over to your side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, okay, you had a particular mindset that you were kind of feeling. Yes, you'll get your chance, special, definitely. Yeah, you had that
I
mindset.
didn't want to come out.
No, I told you you come in one way or the other. Yeah, listen, you had that mindset about you had something in mind and where you want to take the business, but you was hoping also that other people would be interested in that business based on that mindset.
Mm-hmm.
But it is not definite that other people are not interested in it. It is the fact that they may have not heard of it yet,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so it takes a longer period of time. However, in the meantime, because you're not prepared, or you ask yourself, are you prepared to wait? How long in which to do it? You find that you may have to adjust whatever it is that you had planned to do so that you can, you know, get that interest in it. Am I making sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing I said. It's like you as a business minded
Hi,
person,
Sam.
you have
Hi,
to
Mama Shaw.
you have to at some point convince your customers to believe in what you're selling. You know,
Right.
that's the nuance of business. That is the bottom line of business, is that you as a person have to convince somebody to buy what you're selling.
I got that
Right.
part. I got that
Right.
part.
You're
I got
right.
that part.
Yeah.
Well, the question I was asking is, do you think sometimes you have to maintain flexibility whereby,
Hi,
you know,
village.
you may have this
Hi,
particular
everything.
people who come online with what it
Mm-hmm.
is that you're selling, but you
Mm-hmm.
find that in the process, because you don't know everything, in the process, you may find that, hey, the customers actually want this.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to assess if you think it's important for you to assess whether it might be beneficial for you to go in another direction so you can satisfy the customer. Because at the end of the day, the
The customer's
customer's
right.
needs, yeah, you got it. Because if you're
Yeah.
going to, in other words, they tell you, if I'm correct, it says most business fail within the first 3 to 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because you had an idea and you were hoping somebody latches onto it and see there's benefit in it. But
Mm-hmm.
if you're not willing to adjust, basically, somebody may actually be brave enough to come to you and says, hey, you have a good idea, but, I was kind of looking for this. You follow what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that one person who is brave enough to come to you shares it with you, and then if you stick with yours, it may materialize,
Mm-hmm.
but it takes a longer period of time. Whereby if you had just made a slight adjustment, I give you an example. Have you ever heard of the pickle?
Mm-hmm.
There was one individual. It's a big business. It's a
Hi,
management
OJ.
management term that's used, right? Uh, This person patronized a fast food place. For years they were there. Well, of course, they want to make changes and make improvements and such like. And at this particular time, they decided it was not beneficial to include the pickle anymore. So
Mm-hmm.
they eliminated the
Hi,
pickle.
Damien.
It so happened that the person who was patronizing the business stopped coming because they no longer was on the menu. So they like, have you seen Tom Brown? No. Well, did he ever have a bad experience or something? Did he complain or something about whatever it is? And he said no. And they said, well, they missed him. And one day, one big important management person ran into the guy and he said, hey, Tom Brown, how's it going? Hey, I'm doing okay. We haven't seen you. We missed you. You were so, you patronized our business, so dedicated. And then we were wondering if you had a disagreement with one of us.
Really?
And he said, the pickle. They said, the pickle? He said, yes, I love pickle. And you change the menu, it no longer offered pickle.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Wow. So it's a very, what do you call it? I think you can pull it up on Google. It tells you that, even though you have an idea, you want to make changes to satisfy other people, the pickle is important. Whatever it is, something, yeah,
That's a
you
good.
got,
That's a good analogy. But yeah, no, and I believe in compromise to an extent where you have to
yeah,
figure out
yeah.
what your compromise is.
Present.
Is it worth it over the long
Over.
term, or is it just worth it? Is it just one person that you're compromising for?
No,
You
yeah,
know.
I was saying to consider it. I'm not saying go in that direction. I'm saying at least
Mm-hmm.
if you consider it,
Hi, Mama Hopeful.
because sometimes you may still be able to pursue the same direction you plan to go, but have that option available also, because that way
Mm-hmm.
you can get those additional customers.
Right.
It's like Avis and Budget.
Mm-hmm.
You know they're one and the same, right?
Oh yeah, we know
Right.
that's the
But
same
for
business.
for a long time, I didn't know that Budget was Avis.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened? You got diehard Avis people, you got diehard Budget, same people who own it, and guess what? They're raking in.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Special
Please
K,
like up the
we're
live,
here.
guys.
All
Please and
right.
We,
thanks.
All right,
we
special.
wait.
So talk to me. Since you finally decide to step up to the bar.
Because you lot are forcing me.
No,
I want
Yes.
you to be in
ain't
the
nobody
comments
forcing you.
today.
Ain't nobody forcing
Uh,
you to do nothing.
uh,
Yes, you guys were forcing me to come up.
yeah.
Nobody
We
forcing you
waited
to
too
come
long
up.
for you, baby.
Yeah, you are forcing me.
Guys,
Um,
Okay.
you would like to know what I would like to learn. I learn things every day. I learn from the elderly. I learn from the young. So every day is a lesson learned for me. I enjoy learning. It's very much a great experience for me to learn from the people that are vulnerable, the needy, even from the mental health with mental issues. It's such a great lesson to learn from them, because some of the people that do have mental health problems, we think that they're just loon, they're just crazy, but certain times they can give us knowledge. It might sound crazy that I'm saying it in that way, but they do have a lot of knowledge, and certain times it makes you wonder what makes them, what made them get to that certain extent or point in life. So for me, every day is a lesson learned. I love to learn from everyone and everything.
Okay,
So
so what
yeah.
would you like to learn?
What would I like to learn?
And why?
Oh, okay. I would like to learn my great grandmother's remedies. I said it in the comments.
Well, we're
Hi,
waiting for
Elaborate,
you to.
Sana.
elaborate,
Blessings.
elaborate.
So yeah. So why? That's the other part of the
Do you
question.
know
Why?
the reason why? I've always been told stories. And see, like the remedies and stuff that they lived off of, I would like to go back to that sometimes. Just put down the technology and all the medicinal things that we are taking that are from the doctors, and learn things from the old school natural root way. You know,
So you
that
talking
would,
about you want to
that's,
learn? You want to learn the old style remedies of
yeah.
medicine.
Yeah, everything, even cooking, everything. I love it.
So your mom wasn't paying no attention? Where's she at?
Pardon?
Your mama? She's not here?
He's asleep. It's after 1.
Oh,
Well, my
It's
dad is
it's
my dad is here.
yeah.
that's it. Okay.
Hi, Winsome. Blessings, Papa.
Yes, blessings, my brother.
I'm your adopted daughter. You just didn't know.
Subject for today, what would you like to learn and why?
Subject of the day. I would like to learn many things. Remedies.
So the
Who
Yeah.
home
made the rum?
remedies. You
Papa
want to know?
Dennis, who made the rum? That's what I would like to learn.
Tonight, Winston,
Yeah.
tell her about the rum thing.
Why?
I water tonight, them say.
Oh yeah, ice cream and water tonight, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
I
we see
still
what
want to
happened
know.
we see what it do to some people.
Trust me. It's tropical juice tonight. Tropical
Hey,
juice.
hey, it give a new name to black up. I, I read.
What happened to your background, Twinny?
Which
Hey,
one? My
It's just
my
gone
my
black.
my, my roses? What do you mean? You
Yeah,
don't
it's
see
gone
it?
black. No, the background of your the image has gone black.
really?
Really?
You only one.
Yeah.
I can
That's
see it.
not what I'm
Blessings,
seeing.
everyone. Blessings, YouTube era.
I'm not
Big
seeing that.
fan. Thank you so much. Yeah.
I got the bar in the background. I got a waterfall in my background. Is that on your
No,
side?
on the actual image on the StreamYard, it's gone black.
Which
It
image?
had
My
the bar
image?
there, the Tiki Bar on the background image. Now it's black.
Oh,
Black.
Yeah.
that's on your side.
Okay.
I
What
don't
you
know
drink?
what's going on.
Even here, look.
Yeah,
See?
Where?
that's
Look, it's
oh, that's
black.
yours. That's not us. That's you.
That's yours.
That's
No,
yours.
it's on here too. Guys, please don't. These men are taking me on tonight.
No,
Yeah,
that's
What
yours.
you
Look at your
drinking?
phone. Look at your
I'm
phone.
not drinking nothing tropical juice. I'm not drinking
Really?
anything.
Look at your phone. You
Eh?
just showed it to us.
Look,
You're the only one that's at that black screen around
look at
yours.
the
Look,
screen. Look.
that's
Yeah,
Wait there.
yours.
Let's not go for the comments. Yeah, let's just
I,
go for the actual image. Look.
I can see him.
I can see. You're
Yeah,
the.
but the image here would used to have the Tiki Bar. It's black.
That's on
Eh?
yours. That's not on mine.
Eh?
It's not black on your side, Big Boss Lady T. You can see the actual wall
No, she
with the
can't see
actual
it.
image.
It's not black on
Hi,
Share side.
Simone. Blessings.
Share side not black, she said.
Lord, you lot are
Eh?
just killing me now.
But you
All
have a
right.
black. So you have
I
a
think
black.
the black snake has taken over my screen then
You
because
and the
it's
snake
black
is
on my
one.
side.
The
I'm
black
warning
room.
about the snake.
Yeah, mum. Yeah, Mama Oprah, I'm not talking about you. The image that you can see, I can see that. I'm talking about, the
You
picture that was there, like the Tiki Bar image.
you mean the black snake image?
You see this image
But,
here,
eh?
Uh-huh.
right there.
That was the original thumbnail. That hasn't shown up since. You don't need that. Look behind me. You can't see the tiki bar. that's
You
all,
can see.
that's that's all you need. So
It's
anyway,
black. Thank you, Sim. Thank you. It is
what else
black
you want to
today, isn't it?
learn? What else you
Thank
want to
you.
learn?
What else would I like to learn? But you guys just want to put me on the spot tonight, don't
No,
you? You just
No,
want
because
to
no,
ask
you
me all the questions.
well you
no,
All
come
no.
at
right.
the bar late. That's what happened.
What
Because
else
Yeah.
would I like
As,
to learn?
we are
as far as
talk
we
two
Hmm.
get to the
hours.
I would
conversation.
like to. I would like to learn men because
Eh?
you guys are so annoying. Yes, I
Eh?
would like to learn men. Yeah.
Really?
You guys books are just like this. I thought you lot were easy to read, but we can't read you.
You,
So I
you
would
might
love to
you
learn about men. Yeah. Why are you so annoying?
Eh?
look. Don't even start at the war there.
Woo! You see, ladies, they're gonna come for me now. They're gonna come
No
for me.
sir.
Help! Help! Help!
No,
Hmm?
no. We're not
No,
start at the
listen,
war there.
listen,
Because
listen.
everybody's not the same. Every woman is not the same. Every man is not the same. So that is a blanket statement.
Is
you
that so?
yes, that's so.
Well,
You say
you
men.
guys like to say you can read women, so
No,
why can't we
no, no.
read men?
You just said you guys, and you just put me in a
Yes.
class of people where
Yes,
you
I put you
flex
in a
with.
class. So
Yeah,
go in the
because
class and learn a woman.
I don't belong in that class because I don't think like every other man. You see me?
I hear you. I hear
So
you. That's true. No shy
and
shy.
and I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't do that to you because I know you don't think like every other woman. You have your own mind, right? So we don't you know we are trying to get
It's just like the image. It's just like the talk today. Not to carry and bring back the whole. I don't want to bring back the trauma of what Patrice was talking about, but
Mhm.
every female has gone through a different trauma, and I hope she doesn't take offense to what I was saying when I was saying you have to start by when she was talking about she'll love to learn to love.
Right.
First of all, I'm gonna turn around and say, no disrespect. Love you, Patrice. You're my sis. You know that. I hope you're doing good. Like, keep your head up, mama. But certain females, they've gone through such a bad trauma, and it's a kind of thing where they lack confidence within themselves. They don't not understand to love themselves first before they can love someone else. And that's what I was trying to say in the comments, which may have come off or come across in the
Well,
wrong way.
I think she understood, but in that same
I'm just
token,
hoping she does.
yeah, and in that same token, there are males that go through the same, if not
Mhm.
worse, trauma as well too. So
Exactly, because
for
that's
me,
exactly what I was
it's
trying
that
to say.
I don't like to distinguish
Everyone has.
between male and
Mhm.
female because we're putting people inside of a box when we
Books.
distinguish between what people's
True.
traumas are, right? Because
Mhm.
until you even when we go through the same type of trauma, we all deal with our traumas in different ways, right?
Different way.
So
Exactly.
no two-person can go through the same trauma and
Same
deal with it in the
trauma.
same way,
Exactly.
you
But
know?
it's just where she mentioned the part where, okay, she says she has a partner, and no disrespect to her partner or anything, but she says her partner is a great man to her, but she still wants to learn how to love.
Hmm.
Maybe, I don't know, from an outside perspective, because everyone goes through their trauma differently,
Yeah.
maybe she needs to choose to love thyself first before she can love anyone else. Because when you find that root to the whole foundation of loving yourself, maybe it will open up doors for you to just more adventure to the whole aspect of, yes, I love you, with and actually have a meaning of love. Do you understand?
Yeah, no, and that's what I said.
Dan.
Is it's for me,
Mhm.
and I know exactly what she was saying, and she did say she loved
Exactly,
her.
Javio, exactly.
yeah, she said she loved herself, right? So
Mhm.
at the end of the
Hi,
day,
inner beauty, blessings.
I in a beauty blessings. For me, what I'm saying is, and I feel like some people have different things they go through in life, right?
Yes, a
I've
lot of
been
people go
I've
through trauma.
I've been through combat.
Hi,
I've been to
babe.
four deployments overseas, and
Hmm.
there are people that have gone through more than me. I've gone through probably some of the same things other people have gone through, but
Hmm.
my philosophy on life is I'm an optimist. So where someone that has gone through the same thing that I did would have gone the opposite direction and see
Hmm.
all the bad that happened to them, I always find the good in things, right? That is my mentality. So
Yeah.
at the same time, I can't judge the person that went through the same thing as me for them
Hmm.
reacting the way they react, because everybody is different in how they see their lives, their interactions with people, so forth and so forth. And that's one of the reasons why I don't I can tell people how I feel about a situation, but I can't say I understand until you tell me, explain to me why you feel the way you feel. You know,
Yeah.
so I can't understand until you give me an explanation of why you think the way you think, how you feel the way you think, why you responded the way you
It's
responded,
true. And that's
and
the
I
whole
can
thing.
listen
What's
to
going to
that.
be hard for a man or a
No,
partner
it's not.
to
It's not.
okay, let me explain the reason why I say it in that
Mm,
way.
okay.
um not saying it is for all men or so, but it can be hard for a man to understand a woman when they've been through that trauma, for the simple fact of we can be here today, oh, I love you, babes, and then next minute, don't even touch me. We don't want you nowhere near us because
Hmm.
of our hormones. We haven't learned to love ourselves. We can turn around and we lack confidence. It's a traumatized, a mental mentality within us that can be so damaging towards us. It can wound us.
So do
It's
you think
such like it's like an open scar. Do you
so
understand?
so
So,
so and I 100% agree with what you're saying, but I also can tell
mhm,
you this. I can tell you men love deeply,
challenges. Hmm.
deeply, and a man can be destroyed by one thing a woman says, like
That's
that.
the smallest thing.
Just,
Yep.
just like that.
Exactly. That's
Just like
true.
that. And that's why I said you you don't want to compare trauma between a man and a woman, because we have our own trauma. So we can't
Yeah,
say a
but
man
men
we
have
can't say
trauma.
we
Hmm.
can't say a man doesn't understand what a woman's going through, and we can't say a woman doesn't understand what a man's going through,
True.
because it
Because I had
depends
a
it
male
depends on
friend,
the
as you're
situation,
saying that.
you know.
Yeah, I had a male friend that has gone through trauma and been sexually assaulted by a man when he was a child. You understand? So he finds it hard now, even just to try and find his sexuality. He's got a girlfriend, yes, but he finds it hard to even, just the same way as Patrice says, love somebody. Do you
Hmm.
understand?
Hmm.
And it's a thing where it is, hi Misha, blessings, sis. Thank you for coming on. Appreciate you. Yeah, he finds it very hard with just, moving forward. He's scared. He's even scared uh the age that he has come to even have a child
Hmm.
because of the trauma that he's been through. And he
Hmm.
he even mentioned to me that he's scared that to love a child, if he does have his own child, okay, you're driving, no problem. Yeah, he's scared to love a child if he does have a child, and he's scared that someone may damage or do what happened to him with his
Hmm.
child. So he finds it hard, and certain times him and his girlfriend go through ups and downs because it's like she doesn't understand him. He's trying to
Hmm.
go through therapy through it. He's tried to speak to her through it, but he's still holding a lot of trauma within what's happened to him. But he says the exact same thing, like what I was just trying to explain.
Good night,
Okay,
village.
village, take care, good night, stay blessed. Yeah, he said the same thing. you one thing he says is that you really have to try and love yourself before you can
Mm-hmm.
love somebody else,
Mm-hmm.
because it's very much a damaging and a traumatizing situation that can be very much hard, that brings a lot of depression in men, and men, I feel, go through depression more harder than a woman.
Well,
Hey, question.
again, it's not every man, and that's why I said I don't like to
Hmm.
I don't like to. I won't say
No, I
all
like to
women. I
categorize it.
won't. Yeah, I
Hmm.
don't like to say all women are crazy or something like that. What I say is,
Hmm.
if you say
No, I'm
some
not saying
men,
that. No, 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 I
yeah,
don't say that
that's what
either.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's
Hmm.
like men means all males. You know what I'm saying? And for me, like I said, I don't judge. Well, I'm not saying I'm not using the word judge. I don't categorize people based on, because we do that a
Hmm.
lot. We're just like, and words mean things, right? I tell people all the time, words
Hmm.
mean things. So when you say men, it seems like all men, and not
Yeah,
all
it
men are
sounds
the
as if you're
same,
speaking
No,
for
you
no,
all
know.
no,
men.
no.
And no, no,
Please,
I'm
sorry
not
if
saying that.
it
I'm
came
not
off that
saying that.
way.
I'm not. No, I'm just
No,
trying to
oh,
tell you what my
yeah, yeah,
mindset is and how I think about things. It's like,
yeah.
it's just like when if I said women, that means I'm talking about all women, including my mother, my sister, my daughters, my,
Hmm.
my aunts, my nieces. Like, so we have to be careful in how we phrase
How we
things,
say it,
because
yeah,
right, because
and
words
yes,
mean things,
we
right? And people
please
will
do
take
not
it
think I'm talking about all men in that kind of way or
right,
anything,
right.
or all
And
women are in the same.
we're on the same
It's
page.
just, yeah.
We're on the same page. We're saying the same thing in
Because
different
they will
ways, but
come
Okay.
for you. Internet is a very
yeah,
dark
yeah, yeah.
place.
Well,
Ooh.
But it's like
in,
and I'm not saying don't say what's on your mind. I just
Hmm.
said, just be careful how you say things, because
Yeah,
some people take things out of context, and
okay.
exactly.
they will say things. I'm sorry, Papa Dennis. Go on.
No,
I'm
no,
Hmm.
no. No, I'm sorry. Maybe I was trying to interrupt you. I'm sorry. No,
No, it's
the,
okay.
there. It is
I think
communication.
I think you may
Hmm.
agree. I think you may agree that men, just like women, and I think that's where he was going, special, have some common characteristics,
Yes.
just like females does. And for example, men don't go through this hormone thing. Females does.
Hmm.
And I don't understand this hormone thing either because I don't know how it works. It kicks in and it kicks out.
But that's the
Yep.
thing, Papa Dennis, is like we don't know if there's any men that go through harm. We can only speak for ourselves. This is what I'm saying.
Selves,
Okay.
exactly.
And that's the thing, is like we so get, again, words mean things, and it's like, oh well, I don't see the hormone thing, and there's probably guys out there that go through the same thing. They just, we have this brand that we put on
But then,
ourselves as people, right, as society, where we say a man is not supposed to cry or this or that, and this is
but I was
the
just about to say that.
it's a societal norm that we grow up with, and then if you follow that stuff, then
I was going to
you
say
don't
that
know
too, Mama
you
Opal.
don't know how to express yourself, you don't know how to deal with
Hmm.
stress, right?
Okay.
So you have to, again, always think outside the box, that you're an individual, and not
Hmm.
everything in society dictates how you live your life, so you as a person have to know within
Hmm.
yourself that, you know what, I can do better than this. This doesn't
Okay.
affect me, or this affects me in this way, because if
Yeah.
we let people dictate how we live or how we think,
Yeah.
we'll never get any better. So it's like you have to, at some point, get within your inner self, your personal self, like, you know
Hmm.
what, because every conversation has a good or a bad aspect to it, and you have to pick out what's important to you out of that conversation, you know.
So
Hmm.
you mentioned something which was interesting, and we don't have to agree. We more like probably disagree, but about a
Hmm.
man is not supposed to cry. Okay, just look at the general perception.
Hmm.
Perception. Maybe that's a key word.
Hmm.
When
Perception is
someone,
reality.
yep, better believe it. When somebody sees a man crying,
what do you see?
People probably see weakness.
I
Hey,
don't
you
see
got to mention.
weakness.
No,
I'm
you
A
not
lot
don't.
of
gonna lie
people
No,
to
but
see it. A
you.
lot of
okay,
people see weakness. I don't see
right.
weakness, but
I
I'm
don't
just
see
saying.
weakness. I
No,
really
hold on,
don't.
hold on. But then when you look at what a man is supposed to be, the head of the household,
Mm-hmm.
the leader, take charge, and God, there's a lot of men who don't even know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
But when
But Papa
let's
Dennis, as you
huh?
say that, I've been in abusive relationship,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna show you something about even just being within that.
right.
Um, the guy that I was with, he used to cry before he gets angry, and that's when
What?
I knew he was ready to go get angry and he was about to lash out.
Okay.
So I can't say that it's always,
Wow.
a weak
Wow.
situation. It
Uh-huh.
because I don't know what the trauma was in his head. I don't know
Yeah.
what he's actually been through. But
Right.
it can be a mental state why certain people cry.
Oh,
Well, I can tell
interesting.
you this: if you see me start crying, run because that means I've lost it completely.
See? You
Really?
see what Tony just
But
said? You
oh yeah,
see?
I
You
don't get angry
see?
for any reason. Like I will walk
See, hey
away. I will walk
Patrice.
away
That
from
mama.
every little situation. Right? I will walk
Before you
away.
Hmm.
strike, you cry?
But if you see me start crying, and it takes a lot. It takes a lot. But if you see me start crying, don't just leave. But
You
again,
just back
for
away,
me,
just
for me, I know what I'm capable of, and I don't.
yes,
For
Mama
me,
Opal. That's true.
life is too short for me to. Me not give up my freedom for no for something that's stupid, right?
Hmm.
Because I'm not gonna take somebody's life or something like that for something that's. I think the only,
Exactly,
I mean, I really
Javier.
want to set this a
Yeah.
live platform, but
Don't say it.
at the end of the day, my family is the most important thing to me,
That is it.
right?
I was about to
Amen.
ask a
Same to
question.
me.
My family is the most important thing to me, and I live my life by this philosophy. Nothing in life matters but who you love, who loves you, who you support, and who supports you. Everything else is just a distraction. And
Hmm.
if everything else is a
True, big
everything
boss
else is
lady
just a
T.
distraction, right?
Hmm.
So if you live your life for the people because the people that love you will always support you genuinely. The people you love you will always support genuinely. Other than that, everything else is just a blur. Everything else, all the material things, all that stuff, none of that stuff matters. Only thing matters is who you love, who loves you, who you support, who supports you. That's
Can
just
I?
my philosophy.
Okay,
Pause.
I got a question. I got
Hmm.
a question that not intended to go against you, Winston, but you said
Mm-hmm.
who you love will always support you. They should support you. They always will.
Look
My
what
dog's
Javier said.
my dog's
Yeah.
chasing rabbit.
You
Sorry.
see them.
Okay.
Yeah, Winston.
Yeah, go ahead.
Back
I'm
on that
sorry.
point. You said who you love will always support you.
No, no, no. I said who you love and who you support and who loves you and who supports you. That's what matters in life.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
did.
say that
You did.
because they yeah, so what I'm saying I didn't say who you love supposed to support you. What I'm saying is the only thing that matters in life is who you love, who loves you, who you support and who supports you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, boy,
Yeah.
I'm throwing out some free loves here, and boy, I'm not. I like.
I love you, Papa Dennis.
I
But
know
it's
you
not
do, baby. I love you too.
but it's like we said earlier,
Oh,
it's not just using the word love loosely. Like
No,
exactly.
the
no,
people
no,
that
no.
love and support you is will always be there for you in the good times, the bad times, no matter when you need them the most.
Hmm.
Those are the people that love you, and you will know that when you
Welcome to
need
me.
them the most. You know, and vice versa. Same thing. The people that you love and support the most
Look what Mama Opal said. That is
will
so true.
always be there for you, and you will always be there for them. You know those people who those
Hmm.
people are, right? So
Hi, YouTube error.
why do we force ourselves
Hmm.
into believing something else when we know who the people are? You can probably count on one hand, maybe two hand, the people that if you pick up the phone right now and call them and say, yo, nothing now go right for me. I need $10,000, and that person will find that $10,000 and send it to you right away. You know who that person is, right? And you know who that person is that you would do the same thing for, if, no matter what it takes to help that person.
Mm-hmm.
If that person pick up the
And
phone and call you right now, you will find a way to help. And that's what we
Find a
said.
way.
okay, it's funny you mentioned that.
But you
Uh,
see, yes. Mm-hmm. Go on,
funny you
Papa
mentioned that
Dennis.
that at this point here, I don't have such a person.
Mhm.
Okay, but such a person have me,
Right. And there's nothing wrong with that.
and
Hi, Whitey Fire.
and that's what I find very troubling because I really, really, really believe I'm a good natured person. I want to help others, but I don't like to keep on helping, and they're not helping themselves.
Hmm.
You
Papa
see?
Dennis, you see, as
Yes.
you say that, you're touching a nerve, and I'm going to turn around and tell you why. I'm a helper. I will give, and I will give, and I will give. Hardly receive. I find it hard to. I'm going to be
Well,
honest with
well,
you. I hardly
we
receive.
all in the same boat,
Exactly. I'm
but
I'm a giver.
we don't give to receive.
Yes, I don't give to receive.
Hmm.
But if someone does try to give me anything, I always kind of a little bit question it, and I'm always wanting to try and find a way to return something back, or even because I'm very scared, I'll be honest with you. But the one thing that I'm finding so hard now is to even see the genuine people to help, because the people that I do help, like even down to family members, close friends, the people that I do help and I do give to, or I do help and I give a helping hand, they stab me in the back. Till now, I don't know who's genuine and who's low or who's real anymore. And they
Praise,
mess it up for other people that genuinely need help. Even the needy, I'm scared to even just help them, because you never know if they're on drugs or anything nowadays. But certain times I'm like, oh, I still just, certain times, even when I'm giving them, I even say, I know you're going to probably use it on drugs, but, and who am I to be judging them?
Right,
But
right. And
I am.
it's
that's
something that is just so deep, it hurts.
I
yeah.
don't.
You
And
I
know,
don't. I don't. I know. I don't know it all,
hmm
but here's what I will. I will offer my shoulder to you. What that
hmm
means is when they come to you with this and you're thinking about it,
hmm
reach out to me, and you can reach out to me anytime. Okay.
same
And
here. You know
and
that.
hmm
as I mentioned earlier, I am very analytical. So
hmm
I will analyze and I will ask the questions that you probably didn't think about, and I don't care if nobody's offended about me asking them.
hmm
But by so asking, it gives you an opportunity at least to think twice before you do it and possibly regret it. Come on, baby, come.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm here.
Hi, Bree Bree.
I'm here, and
But
I will
again,
provide you.
it's all about providing support. And at the end of the
Exactly.
day,
hmm
it's we have none of us here has ever met each other, but
No.
I can tell you this, and excuse my language, but I have a very good bullshit meter, right? And I can talk to God give me a gift of I can talk to somebody for 5 minutes and really and truly I know what you're about. But I always give people the opportunity to prove themselves, prove me wrong about what I think about you, right?
About
Yeah.
you,
Or
exactly.
prove me right.
Yep.
One or
hmm
one or the other. But I usually, as they say, give people enough rope to hang themselves with, you know.
True.
So
But you
so
see,
I
I do give a
You
people a lot of time to hang themselves. But you see, when it comes to family, no matter how much they hang themselves, I still give them that opportunity
well
to still even be able to
sometimes
call me. And it's
well
so hard to
sometimes I
close
tell
the
you
door.
sometimes you got to cut ties, you know.
That's what I'm learning
Sometimes
now.
your family is the
wait,
worst.
wait. Are you are you saying
Trust me.
are you telling me it's still special that you're still learning?
Yeah, still
every,
learning when it comes
every,
to family
hey,
members.
No, no, no.
that's the topic of the day.
No, the cut.
What would you like to learn?
No, about the cutting ties. We had that discussion. I told you.
Oh, you
Papa
you tell
Papa
her that. You tell her
Dennis.
that.
I
Where,
know. I know.
yes, he's told me, and it's the so it's I don't know. I'm just
Look,
so family orientated.
look. I'm gonna
It's
tell you
so
something special.
hard.
I thought I
Special.
was
Hmm.
family.
I'm gonna tell you something
You
about.
are
I
you
was
are
a
family. I do listen. I am listening.
I was a paratrooper in the army, and they have
Hmm.
this phrase what they call cut sling, right? You know what cut sling mean? So when you get like you're
The
tied to
parachute.
a
So you pull
Yeah.
static
it through.
line,
That's.
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
And when you go out the door, if your parachute doesn't open, you're stuck on the
You
side of the plane, and
stack. Yeah. Hmm.
you're beating against the side of the plane. What they do, they cut sling,
Hmm.
and when they
Uh-huh.
cut sling, guess what? You have to pull your
True,
reserve. If
Javio.
you don't pull your
Hmm.
reserve, you're not gonna make it, right?
So,
And
so there's two.
sometimes you have a cut sling so
Yeah.
And cut the
that
tie. Yeah.
reserve can be cut the ties so the reserve can be pulled because sometimes you support people so much that
Hmm.
they don't see how much you do for them, and when you're not there to help them, they don't
Hmm.
want it's almost like they don't believe you, like, yo, you know
Yeah.
what, my car broke down, this happened, me can't help you today. And it's like a
Hmm.
shock to the system when them I say, yo, all right, me done with you. Well, if that's how you feel, then that's how you feel. But at the end of the day,
Hmm.
I have to take care of my family, just like, we talk about this earlier. I mean, and Papa Dennis talked about this earlier in the chat when we just
Yeah.
early
Yeah.
socialized. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it goes back to what I was saying. The people that care about you understand you. They know what you're going through,
Hmm.
and they know what you provide to them. Your family members, your friends, no matter who it is that you
Hmm.
provide love and support to, and they should basically reciprocate the same thing that you do for them, right? So whether it's by just kind words, sometimes they might, because people always think about this in a financial sense when they must say, oh, because
Hmm.
you're not provide money to me, you're not support me. That's not true, right?
Well, I've heard it because
It might just be thank you. It might just be
yeah.
thank you. Like every time I support you, whatever way I support you, I'm maybe just your thanks alone means so much to me because you're grateful for and I'm not looking for it, but what I'm saying is from a mental aspect, just you saying thank you might be just enough what I need
But
to say, you
sometimes they
know
say
what?
thank you and it's not even genuine.
But even
Okay.
then, at
They
least you
still
said
find a
thank
way
you.
to stab you in your back.
Here, here's
You
here's what
know,
I'm gonna.
look what Javio said. Javio said some people give you a credit. Soon as you can't give them something, they will find you of the they will
Remind
remind
you
you
Remind
of
of
you.
the
credit.
credit.
Remind you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
Listen. Here's
Which, you
what
know.
I. Here's my methodology, and for whatever it's worth. People, first of all, I believe God bless you, and you also should bless others. Okay. All right. But be, if you may say,
Vigilant.
be, yeah, be smart about the
Mhm.
blessing. What am I saying is this: you help
Well,
somebody.
I
Hold on,
thought being
hold on.
smart was charity starts at home. So
Charity
me
start.
helping my family would have been beneficial than more helping a stranger on the road.
No,
But
it doesn't.
nowadays, I feel like helping a
No,
stranger on the road
I'm,
is more better
I'm,
than helping family.
it doesn't
I'm gonna.
matter. It doesn't matter as long as you help
Hmm.
somebody. It doesn't matter who you help.
I wanted to clarify
True.
something.
Hmm.
You want to help someone to help themselves.
Themselves.
That is the
Exactly what
key
I
right
do,
there.
Papa.
Okay,
Right.
hold on.
Hmm.
If you see whereby you're helping them and they're not doing anything to help themselves, you got to cut that line.
Oh,
You got to cut.
absolutely.
If you fail to do so, what you're just doing is
True,
you're
Mama
back.
Opal.
Huh?
Hmm. Yeah.
No,
Hi,
no.
Abigail.
That don't mean they
Hmm.
won't take advantage of you. I'm not sure
Hmm.
what is being said. Here's what I'm saying is, if you don't
Hmm.
help them to help themselves, okay? In other words, you're helping them, but they need to
Own the problem. You don't need to be owning their problem. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
they have a situation. You're helping them to get out of the situation, but they need to have a plan or start developing a plan or work on a plan to move forward without you. Otherwise, they're gonna become leashes. You don't want
And you
no.
can't.
And
You,
that's what happened.
well,
If
you
they
can't.
attach
You
them,
can't help people that don't want to help themselves.
you got it.
I've learned that a lot in when I was in the military. In my job now, I can give you all the tools, but if you don't want to help yourself, guess what?
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
That's it.
There's nothing I can do to help
Yeah.
you. If
No.
you don't you have to want to help yourself first.
If
You
if
have
you
to
don't
want to
cut them
make a
off,
change in your life at first.
if you
So it
don't
doesn't
cut them off,
matter how much money me give you. If me give you $1 million, if you don't decide that you don't want to help yourself, you're gonna end up doing the exact same thing.
no. What they're gonna
Yeah.
do is become bloodsuckers. They
True.
Well,
will suck, they will
That's
suck you
why I
out till
cut
the death.
ties now.
And you
well,
know
people
what
take
bloodsuckers
kindness
do?
for people take kindness for weakness.
You know
They
what
do.
bloodsuckers do?
They do. And then the whole thing is they have the cheek to turn around and call you a traitor when you've had
Listen,
enough. And they turn
remember,
around and say, oh, people are going to find you out for who you are. But it's like,
bloodsuckers.
okay,
Listen,
what about
special
yourself?
bloodsuckers. That's what they do. They suck blood, and when they
Yeah,
take
Hmm.
it,
you
and when
call
they take
somebody
it,
mosquito. Yeah,
no,
that's
actually, I won't say mosquito. You know why? They leech. They leech. Okay,
yeah.
mosquito
That's true,
suck blood.
Javier. Hmm.
Mosquito suck blood, and then them dead. Cause they don't know the limitations. Leech,
Hmm.
will they will suck all of your blood, and guess what? And when you're dead or half dead, then go find another prey. So
Hmm.
you got to bear that in mind. Maybe you don't see it. I'm just telling you. Help the person,
Well,
help them. Simone, Patricia, back.
yeah.
Right? That is it.
Yeah.
Let them go. And that is why I said earlier, I analyze everything. You got sometimes I ask myself, am I going too far where I'm being taken advantage of? Because people are
Hmm.
always reaching out to me, and because of I'm gullible, just like Espresso would probably say.
Hmm.
And oh, Winston might be stronger than me, but
No,
I
sir.
like I like to help,
I'm
right?
gullible
So
too. People,
you see,
some people get me, but you only get me one time.
one time, one time.
Mama
That's it.
Opal, Mama
I,
Opal said you get one chance. If you can't
that's
trust
it.
you, then I can't deal with you. But Mama Opal, I was always told to learn to forgive and forget, or try and at least give a next try again.
I
So
like you.
that's the next thing as well.
I
Especially when it
like
came to family, I thought it would have been a thing where I could have at
you.
least tried to just see things
I-
through. But I'm learning now. I'm learning.
Okay,
Well,
I've got
this
my
for
back
and that's
against the wall.
that's going back to the topic of today. We're learning,
Mhm.
and that's
yeah
the
that
goal. The goal is,
yeah
they said
that's
that
it.
the definition of crazy is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result,
So
right? So
have you learned
if you don't learn from your mistakes, you're doomed to repeat them.
have you learned the art
Exactly.
have you learned the art of forgiving and forget?
Yes.
I don't think anybody has. You can
Because
forgive,
boy,
but no,
I
most
can
people
You
don't
forgive,
you
forget.
you you,
I
you
can
can
forgive,
forgive
but
but not forget.
that's what I'm
And there's
saying. If you
nothing
don't,
Hi, Mama
there's
Lee.
there,
Hello.
there's nothing wrong with that, because again, forgetting, that means you're forgetting history, like you're deleting history, right? So the human
that's what I'm
brain the human brain is not built to forget,
now
but
that what I'm
the
I was
human
asking
heart is built to forgive.
I was asking for some help with the forgiveness for with the forgetting portion. You know,
Okay. Hmm.
I will I will forgive, but boy, every time I see you, I gotta remember to put my guard up because if I'm
Yeah.
not, you may have the same
Put your back
agenda.
against the wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not a mind reader, so not knowing,
The bug's
you
coming
know,
out. I'm sorry, the
I
bug coming out.
I stand behind this
Okay.
term. I stand behind this term, and it's something to think about. You see a
Hmm.
man's face, you don't see his heart.
Hmm.
Okay,
True, Mama Opal. Yeah.
if
True,
if you,
Papa Dennis.
But that's the good thing about learning, and going back to the subject about learning and why you want to learn, because
right that you want to be
learning is a state of mind. So you always
Mhm.
want, if you don't learn from
Mhm.
your everyday interactions, then
Yeah.
you might as well just stay home because the information and the truth is there in front of you. Me always say that there's three sides to every story: my side, your side, and the truth.
The truth.
Right?
Exactly.
But you need all three to
To
come
come
to the
together.
truth.
Come together.
Right? You need all
Exactly.
three. Right? And
Exactly.
that takes thinking. That takes an open mind. Right? You have to have an open mind to where
Hi, Crystal.
you don't see everything as one way. We talk about active listening, right? Active listening is actually sitting there listening with
Mm-hmm.
understanding, taking in what the person is saying, and then asking the questions for them to explain to you why they feel. Because again, it goes back to understanding. At the end of the day, it's all about understanding, right? I might not agree with you, and I will tell you this story very quick.
Mm-hmm.
When I was deployed overseas
Hi,
in
Isaac. Blessings.
2020, right? And my it was right when COVID started, right when George Floyd got killed, right? And we had to have a conversation with our troops. So as a senior enlisted person, we had to put together a panel of law enforcement officers to have a discussion with young black, well, just everybody in general, not just young black men, but everybody in general about the whole situation that was going on with George Floyd. So
Mm-hmm.
I remember sitting on the panel, and I remember this young black kid, one of my troops actually. He said he understands why people riot, right? He says he agrees with rioting. So I asked him, I said, why do you agree with rioting? And him
Mm-hmm.
said, well, the reason why I agree with rioting because most times people don't pay attention until you affect them financially, right? And in essence, that made sense to me because I was like, you know what? Even though I don't agree with rioting, I do agree with what you say because people really and truly, most governments don't pay attention, or most people in general don't pay attention until you affect them financially, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't about the fact that I agree with him, but I understood why he thought the
What he
way
was
he
saying,
thought,
yeah.
right? And that's what I say it comes back to is about I don't have to agree with you, but I can understand why you feel the way you feel about
Yeah.
stuff. And that's to me is active listening where I don't I might not based on my religion because we disagree on multiple things as we
Thanks,
grow through
yeah.
life, right? Religion, what is it? What's the other one? Political
Culture.
affiliation, like all these different things that we
Mm-hmm.
disagree on. What we don't have is understanding, and we don't take the time to listen to other people and understand why they feel
Right.
the way they feel. We try to bring them to
True.
our side and say, "Yo, that's not right," and but we don't listen to them, and we don't know what environment they grew up in, what situation they grew up in, why they feel the way they feel. So
Mm-hmm.
to me, again, I don't discount anybody's situation because everybody comes from a different situation. It's about us
Go for
understanding
it.
how people feel the way they feel because of their situation and how they grew up. That's my
True.
soapbox.
That's true. That's true. And I agree with that. That's true.
It's about learning. It's about learning. And to
It
me,
really is. Yeah.
you have to be a sponge to learn, right? You have to be willing to accept what somebody's putting out to
Yeah.
you. And if you don't, then you'll never learn, right? This is what
Yeah.
we're talking about today is about learning. And
Mm-hmm.
if you have a one track mind, you don't have an open mind,
Open
and you
mind.
just
Yeah. Yeah, that's
this
true.
is me, you know. Growing up in
Guys,
Jamaica,
I hope you're liking the Tiki Bar. I hope you're enjoying it.
yeah, you know,
Please give in your lesson of today or what
we
you've learned
definitely I
so
cut it
far in
off
the
at 9
chat.
o'clock, cause get me know
What would you
everybody on
like
the
to
Japan
learn and
Jamaican
why?
time.
Or that
Yes.
Winston,
Come
that's the
on,
longest
guys.
15 minutes, you know.
Eh?
Longest 15 minutes I've ever seen.
Boy, me I tell you
I
something, I
know.
understand. A she cause it, a she special care, she cause it.
You told
'Cause
me to come up.
Yeah,
Thank you,
like
Hottie.
2 hours,
Blessings, hothead.
2 hours ago, me tell you if I come up to the bar.
I know, and I didn't want to, and I was
Better late
forced.
than
I was
never, right?
forced. You know, they forced me.
We
Oh,
there cook
Hothead,
and
how you doing? I
I would
hope
have
you're enjoying
attend.
the bar tonight.
Blessings attend.
Have
Yeah.
you learned anything, guys? Have you learned anything? Come on, tell us. Have you learned anything?
It's all about understanding. That is it. You know?
Go
We
ahead,
just
Simone saying hi.
we just have to we're living at some strange times is what we can say. That's all we can say. We're living at
Mm-hmm.
some strange times and
Mama Opal saying hi. Blessings, Hothead.
everybody have them own situation
No
that they're dealing
famous
with on a daily basis and so forth, you know? So
Mm-hmm.
you can only, as what I said,
Simone, Mama Opal saying blessings. Yeah.
based on your own situation, me always tell people all the while, I don't worry about things that's out of my
Patrice, big
control.
up.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't worry about things out
Mm-hmm.
of my control. If it's within my
Yeah.
control, guess what? I don't need to worry about
True.
it.
True.
Right?
True.
So why stress yourself over something you have no control over? If it's something that you have control over, then guess what? Go out there and figure out how to fix it. You know?
Exactly. But do you know what it is? With me per se, when I say, and the only
True,
thing that
Javio,
is very
true.
hurtful when it comes to the things and the help that I've given to family, should I say, is because it feels like I'm losing a part of me. Do you understand what I'm saying? If without me talking or revealing too much, I feel like I've lost a part of me. So that's why it hurts a little bit or stings a little bit more. But at the same time, I'm learning to stand up on my fours and keep it moving. Block it out.
Well,
Like,
it's
not even
about
gonna deal
learning,
with the
right?
negative. Yes,
It's
that's why
about
I'm
learning.
learning.
And that's the thing.
Exactly.
Again, like we said before, if you don't learn from your mistakes, you're doomed to repeat them. You know.
Yeah. So
So
true, Javio.
yeah,
Hmm.
what Javio said is true. It's like we
Yeah.
have a good conversation. Time flies, but
Time flies,
keep
yeah.
me up late tonight. Me now go past. I'm not going past 9 o'clock tonight, guys.
Yes.
We love the vibe still, even though
Yeah.
my ice cream machine now works, and I have to go fix that still. But
Oh
by
gosh.
tomorrow, me I eat ice.
Imagine and you're meant to
See
turn
me
around
not
and
laugh.
have ice cream at the bar and the ice cream's not working.
I
So
mean, I
is it
tell
your
you, me I
own
look.
homemade ice cream?
Yeah, it's the machine. The machine. All you have to do, I put milk in it. But like I said, I cleaned it out today, and
Yeah.
I think when I put it back together, I put it back together wrong. So
Okay.
I have to go, which I don't do very often. Normally, I'm good with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who that? Dennis.
Wow. I got
Dennis,
45 people
massive.
on
What's
my
up?
live. Yeah, Papa Dennis. Yeah. Saying bless up,
Blessings.
Winston.
Yeah,
Yes.
but my team for
Did
Charmian,
you enjoy the night, Papa
Alex Santo.
Dennis?
Hey? Yeah, I did. Definitely.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Hey?
Dennis, are
I
you a channel this?
Yeah, me on the channel. Me
Okay.
just,
Are you? I mean, you're
yeah.
You know
Papa
what I
Dennis
mean.
is
You know what I
special for
mean.
me. It's only for me, okay? He's only got a channel for me. Yeah, Pothead said you're not passing 9:15.
No, sir. 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Cause
No. Strict
look,
orders, Hottie. Strict orders. 9 o'clock,
look.
nothing.
Me I try maintain some control of this Tiki Bar because last week almost
We
5 hours
went
in
on for
there. Eh?
yes. Woo.
I mean, I
And the week
complain
and the
still.
week before the first night was
Was
a
like
lot
three
as
and a
well.
half hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
So me I say me
You
have to go break
know.
this thing down. But I mean, a lot of people not come in from the bar side tonight. But that's sometimes people have things that go on. This
Do
is
you know,
enough
do
people.
you know what it was? I wanted to give people option or opportunity to come up on the platform too. So
Yeah, I
that's the
know.
reason why I was trying to stay on in the comments. But see, guys seem to like me up here. So if you want me here next week, you guys have got to come with something more, you know. Come on, I've got to continue to support. But yes, much
Well,
love to everyone. Much love to you, Papa. I love you always.
that's what I say.
Appreciate you.
I like this community that we're building, and
Yeah.
That's what it's about. It's about a community. How them say
Exactly.
it take a village,
A
right? It take
village
a
to,
village.
yes, raise
So
a child. Yep.
at
Mm-hmm.
the end of the day, we we we
Oh,
support each
thank
other
you,
because
Hottie.
at the end of the day, 10 years from now, if we decide we're still doing this, some of us might be close personal friends, or some of us might still
True,
be on doing
exactly.
YouTube or whatever. But at the same time, it's about the slow building. And we talked about it earlier, building the foundation,
Mm-hmm.
because your family will always be there for you, right? The true family will
And
always
we
be
love
there
and
for you,
appreciate you for that too, Papa Dennis.
you know.
Why are
So
you typing and you can talk, Papa? I
am I
love
drop
him so much, you know.
am I dropping
What?
some comments in take over
No,
sister, look, in take over
he's
sister
trying to
sign
do
in.
Mama Charmaine.
Yeah, in take over
Yeah,
our seat, and then
yeah. He's trying to do both. You're trying to multitask.
our multi-sequence, because you can only do one thing at a time.
That
I
time.
don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where she is.
What you got?
Mama, she's coming in. She's watching on her tablet or somewhere. She's looking after
I'm on
Bree. She said.
this tablet. I got her tablet now.
Oh, is oh good. Okay.
You take
All
over
right,
everything.
boss. You're the
And I
boss tonight.
and
You're
I
the
took away her
boss
phone.
tonight. Mm-hmm.
So
You run
Javio,
the
come up
world
on the live
tonight.
and tell
Yeah,
what you would
and I'm
like
gonna
to
pay
learn.
for it later too.
Yes, come up,
Yeah,
Javio. Come
Javio,
up
may I put you up on the
quickly.
spot? May I put you up on the spot because
Yes.
you
Let's
get you have fi-
tell
you
us
have
what have you
15
learned or what
you
would you
have
like to
15
learn?
you have 15 minutes, Javio, because now I go past 9 o'clock.
Yeah, come Javio, come.
No, nosy. No.
Or even Dennis. Anybody will want to come up on the live and just kind of give you a perspective on what they would like to
Yes.
learn,
Oh,
you know?
Hothead, Hottie, Mama Opal. The link is on Twinny's side because I never got the link today because I wasn't really meant to come up. But you're more than welcome to come up. I just
Oh,
connected my YouTube so we can get more of an audience. That's why you can see I've got 44 people on my side. I'm not sure how much on Twinnies, but that's
yeah, I
why they're
got
both on both sides.
yeah, I got
Yeah.
54 people over here. I don't even know
See,
what's
yeah.
going on with the likes, but we do it for the
Yeah,
love.
come
We
on,
do it for
guys.
the
Put on
love.
the
We don't do it for the
lights.
likes. We do it for the love. We don't
Exactly.
do it for the likes. And I know that already.
Put up
All right.
Hothead. Patrice. Hottie, as well as you see weekends, he's very much a working man, so it's up to him. Hottie, you gotta come up. Come up.
Javier, you don't need video, Javier. All you need is just click on
You
the
don't
link
need
and
a
you can
video,
talk.
Javio.
You don't need video. We just want to hear your voice. Well, somebody want to
Yeah,
hear
we
your
just need
voice.
to
We not say
yeah.
me want to hear your voice. We just want to say.
Hey, come up, Javio. I wanna hear your voice. Come speak for me. See? 20's giving me the problems, you see.
I
Trouble
get
there.
I
I don't
get
even know
it.
if your wife is at home, but come, let's have a conversation. Sorry, I forgot my light. No problem, Sim.
I have to
Appreciate
run away
you.
a little bit, yeah. Gonna try to make a
Okay,
call.
no problem.
If I make
Yeah,
a
no
call to
problem.
Jamaica before I run out of time.
Mm.
Yeah.
But that's how it is. I mean, everybody, me know that Simone should never up on the road.
Yeah, she would have come up.
Should
It's
have come up
done
because
now.
she'd have
Thank
our
you,
live
Sim.
earlier today.
Appreciate you. Yes, guys, come on. I don't
So
even need the lights over on my side because I started late, but come on, help support Twinny.
yeah, man, now we have a
Like at
good
the
time.
live,
That's
come
what
and
I say.
talk.
It gets better and
Do,
better
do,
every week, and
do
more
you
and
know
more.
one thing I tried to learn when I was younger,
What's that?
which is very hard. I tried to learn the Bible and the Quran.
So I have a Quran in my house.
Hmm.
I haven't read it completely yet, but
The English Quran I had,
yeah,
but it's
this
very,
one is
very,
translated.
yes, translated to, yeah. Hmm.
But yeah, when you talk about learn, that's another thing that I've learned, not want to learn, but
Hmm.
actually learn, is again religion, right?
Hmm.
What I have learned about religion is that it's kind of funny that all these religions kind of fight against each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at it, the one thing every religion has is a supreme being,
Yeah.
whether it's one or 100.
Yeah.
And I can't believe that's a mistake, right?
Mm-hmm.
So whoever don't believe in a supreme being, to me, I feel like I have learned that some things has built us to think that way. I don't think it's just ingrained
Mm-hmm.
in us over time. I feel like, so that's the thing. It's
See,
like,
the,
so
the field
I
of
grew up
work that I work in,
I grew up in,
I
I'm sorry,
have to learn
just
other cultures.
I grew up in a, I went to a Catholic high school and I went to an evangelist church, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. If you never hear about
Wow.
Pastor Blair, you don't know about Pastor Blair.
Wow.
Pastor Blair was a, yeah, at them church that we grew up. But when we go to high school, our basic school, and primary school, and high school was Catholic. But what it did for me
So then can
was,
I ask you,
hmm
as you said, okay, so growing up that way, what
hmm
made you have a Quran in your house? What made
because
you go into, is that because in the
what
military or?
it did for me was I learned to be open minded. I learned to not take
I
information
like that.
from one source, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason why I said when I joined the military, I did not. Even to this day, my ID tag say no religious preference, and it's not. I don't believe. I believe in God. I believe in the resurrection. I believe in all those, but I also believe that there's more out there than just one religion. I feel
Religion.
like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and that's, a lot of times people don't discuss religion. There is discuss
Yeah.
religion. Them always say don't
It's a
discuss religion
very
and
touchy
politics.
subject. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because everybody believe what they believe, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't discount anybody's
It's like
religion.
in it's like in my work of field,
hmm
we get taught as soon as you step into a person's house, we do not talk religion or politics, none at
hmm
all. We have to respect whatever belief they have in their household until you step out the door.
hmm
So, but we do not need to discuss or talk anything religious or push our beliefs or take on their beliefs in any way. We just have to just turn around and work for them and
hmm
step straight back out,
And
have an open mind towards things.
I believe it's
Uh,
sad that you can't do that because you can't learn from somebody else, right? That's what we're talking about, learning, right? And if we don't, if we just have a one track mind and we just feel like, say, what I know is right or what you know is wrong, you will never
mhm,
learn. You'll never learn anything. You'll
mhm.
always be stuck in that small bubble
Yeah,
that you know
yeah.
your small bubble mindset and that you'll never
Mhm,
grow. You'll never grow. You never learn anything. You know.
mhm.
So again, I can't speak for anybody else. I can only speak for myself, and I never try to speak for anybody else. But at the end of the day, we all get one rotation, and you have to choose your own path, right? I
Exactly.
tell people
Yeah.
all the time, every day you wake up, you get a new life, and you get a new path, and
Yep.
every
Give
path that you
thanks.
take, it breaks off into a
Right.
million
Mhm.
different pathways that,
Articles.
that and you have to
Yeah.
make a decision which direction you're gonna go. You
Yep.
know,
To put an
doesn't mean it's
image,
the
a
wrong
picture.
one. It might be the right
Yeah.
one for you, and doesn't mean it's going to be the right one for somebody else. You know,
True.
so we all have to
True.
just live our life to what makes us happy, wh- uh,
Yeah.
whatever that is.
Hi,
Live,
Kim. Blessings. Thank you for coming over. But
do this.
as you're gonna be a little bit rude, I'm going to remove you. So take care.
Yeah, we get infiltrated by King Jong Un.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where this little money come from, man?
Yeah, exactly.
Me blocked him
I
out
just
from man.
removed him. I blocked
Oh, you
him.
did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because he started to try and flood. I don't know why he would turn around and do that all of a sudden. Looking attention. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, right? Trolls. They
Yeah.
we
They
live we
do
live
that.
in a we live in a world where people
Mm-hmm.
just they have a platform where they can just really and truly say what they want to say,
So,
you know,
yeah. And that's the whole thing
without the
about being on
without
the internet.
consequences. hmm
True. It's a very scary world being on the internet as well, because remember, you've got people with a whole lot of different views and aspect of life. Social media is such a dangerous place at the same time because they're behind a screen.
A screen, yeah.
Yeah.
I call them
Um,
internet bad man name.
yeah, exactly.
That's what
Exactly
they
that.
call it. Internet bad man. So, you
Yeah.
know, it's just one of those things where
Oh, you're
you just
laughing
have to be careful.
before you
You know,
come up.
that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Just have to be careful. Again, we live in a world where
Yeah.
people have no love. People have no care for each other. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Are
people
you
just
working, Hothead? Quickly come up. Put your click on the link in 20's comments. It's pinned up at the top.
I can't even figure out how to this comments on I guess this. Okay, so you deleted that
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even remember. Yeah. But it's from my side. They came on and that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the music. Okay, okay. You're in the music. Okay. No problem. Yeah.
Yes. So
But
as what I said, we're gonna shut it down, because we're not I open this. Open I who this? May I know this person?
don't put them on. Don't put them on.
Yeah,
It could
I
be
don't know this.
someone
Yeah, I don't know.
provocative.
Yeah, I
Hey,
don't know who
OJ,
that
why don't
person
you
is.
come up, OJ? Come on, Twinny's side of the screen and come up. You know, tell us what you've learned today. How did you find your first live interview? You know, come and talk to us.
Yeah, them get one opportunity. 'Cause
You know, because Twinny said he's gonna cut off in a few, so you might as
yeah,
well just
and
quickly
I
just
have
come
about
up.
3 more minutes because my,
Exactly.
my,
So come up for the 3 minutes.
my hungry
It's
and the
not
mosquito.
long.
Look, my hungry and the mosquito they might eat me.
Eat you. You see, for the eat Twinny alive.
I'm not going too bad tonight still, but yeah, the mosquito them out there. So me not have on my hat. Me usually have on my hat. And
Oh
them bite
yeah,
them,
because you said they come and they
them
come
bite me
and
on my head.
attack your head. Wow. So do they trouble you too, Mama Lynn?
No, not too much.
No, sir.
Okay.
Me don't know what me I eat make them want to eat me so.
You're too sweet.
Me too. Me don't know
You're
for,
too sweet.
me don't know for that. If that was the case, then would I eat her, but
No, they know not to play with Mama Lynn. They know what time it is.
trust me, I could have set myself on fire, but I set myself on fire so the mosquito didn't know bother me. You know people in Jamaica.
Wow.
I know
Wow.
look, I know a mosquito, they not normal, Come on. Me say,
Oh, he said
no,
it's him. Oh no, what did you say? It was Javio. He said
was
next
it?
time.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, it never show up as Javio, my brother. So next
I'm
time I will know that
sorry.
it's you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Well,
you have
thank you all for coming on, and I hope you've learned something. Patrice, please, please, please keep your head up and stay strong. You are a superwoman. Never ever forget that. And not because of what a man tried to damage and do to you, make that lower your standards. You are well loved and you are a queen. You are a Nubian queen. Don't
yes,
forget
Patrice,
that.
I know sir, no sir, we
Stay
always support
blessed.
you. We always support you. If
Yes.
you need to talk to anyone, we are here. So
Yes, we are all here for you.
and
So,
Javio,
you
I
know,
will definitely get you next time, bro. Cause I was like, I see King Jong Un come up on my channel and me I
yeah.
said, me nah let you nobody want me know.
But yeah, yeah, because you never
But at
know.
least next
You
time I
have
will
to
know
know on
that.
the internet. Yeah,
Yeah, next time I will know that is you. All right. So
yeah.
respect to each and everyone that came out to the live to the bar tonight. As I said, we are try keep it respectful. And
Yes.
next week we're gonna have a different topic, and hopefully a lot more people come up on the channel and step up to the bar.
Yeah,
So
where's Lux Roy?
I know we
He's
go
busy
off.
this
But the
week.
mosquito them yeah man, them a mosquito are not normal man. When they land on your shoulder like a somebody touch you. So, that's
Wow.
how big them is. They're not normal.
Wow.
hmm But as what may I say, you know, next week, same time, same channel.
Wow.
You know,
Thanks,
and
Winston. Much love, family. See,
yeah, man.
okay, no
We don't already
problem.
know. That's what we say. We are build a community, and just love and respect to each and everyone. So as long as we keep, see there,
Hi,
me tell you said
R&B.
R&B blessings,
Blessings.
blessings. We are get ready to cut it off in the R&B because we're hungry and
Yeah, love
mosquito
and
biting.
appreciate you, sis. But we're ending it now. Love, love,
Yeah,
love, love, love. Take care, Han. Sweet.
yeah, man.
Thank you to everyone. Good night. Stay
Respect to
blessed
each
because
and
it's
Good
after
Mama
two
night.
Charmy and
now.
Papa Dennis.
It's
Me know the
after
gone.
two.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Good
9
night.
o'clock here, so we have to go eat.
It's after
All right,
two.
Oliver.
Oliver. Blessings, Papa.
All right, Oliver. Say my bush watch. So in the
Blessings.
day, in background, foreground there, I watch. All right, so
All right, you're
beauty.
gonna watch. Inner Beauty, take care, love and respect.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you.
Respect to each and
Heart
everybody.
to
Me
love to
know.
everyone.
Yeah,
Bye.
Good
man.
Good
night.
Good night.
night.
Next week we're gonna do
Good
it
night,
again.
Mama
All right.
Lynn. Love
Uh,
you.
Bye.
Bye.
hopefully the ice cream machine will work next week. All right.
Yes, for the rum and raisins.
So as I always say, God bless, and
And
we will see
and
you
we
on the
need
next
more
one.
options, right, Mama Lynn? We need more options at the bar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
All right. All
because
right, family.
Mama Lynn said it in the video. Who does ice cream at the bar? That's a little boring.
No, it's not. It's not. Depends on the ice cream where you eat. All right,
Yes.
family.
Take care,
Bless up on
OJ.
yourself.
Good
Bye. Take care,
night.
We'll see you
sins,
on the
love, and
next one. All
appreciate
right.
every son. Take care. Good
Much love.
night.
Thanks for joining.
See y'all
Bye.
next time. Good night.
Good night.
Good morning or good evening or wherever you are in the world.
Yes, it's morning here. It's two. It's after two.
All
Yeah.
right.
So good
Blessings.
Get
night.
some
Blessings.
sleep.
Yeah, go get some sleep.
I am.
Blessings. All right. Later.
Bye.